I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Neck Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Bang 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 bang. And then the ranks become repetitive again. And this time it's all about Ali Cup. It's up. You know it go. August 12 and 13 on the school grounds of Aggie Animal. If you don't know what that is, it's Excelsior High School, 137 Mountain View Avenue. Make sure you're there. It's a big day. Because guess what? The organizers, the man called Chris Bailey and the man called Sambo. Big up Zenga Bats, big up Fuba, big up all Excelsior people. Because you know, for the Excelsior person, you're Excelsior person. You know. Everybody big up. Make sure you're there. It's a big day, August 12 and 13. Ali Cup. Because Ali life, I feel live on. And from we say it have to go, so and so it have to go. So all Excelsior people, big up. I remember, we start out with 8 teams. But remember, 4 forward. So 12 this year. So you know, next year it can be 24. So make sure you score. Daily Rank say, big up, Ali Cup. August 12 and 13, 2022. Mad.
All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am my name is Man. Whoa, what a day it is. It's a fabulous day. We pause, we stop, we look up, we look out, and we give thanks to life. And for all of the people them on planet Earth right now that have breath in them lungs, pause and say, Father God, thanks for life. You understand me? We have life, and so we celebrate that and we give thanks for that because we didn't have to be here. But we are here. And we make the most of every opportunity and every day that is presented to us on the face of planet Earth. We don't just live for ourselves, but we live to make the lives of others better, including our loved ones, sons and daughters and spouses and mothers and fathers. You understand me? Nieces and nephews and cousins and neighbors and friends. You understand me? Even when we see enemies are suffer, we help them. Yeah, definitely. Indeed, you understand. Today is a very, very interesting video that I want to do. And I'm going to explain the reason for the thumbnail and the description of the video. And yeah, it is not one of them little bite thing, but it's a very serious video. So you need to give me some time to ventilate some stuff, and then I'll take some comments and some feedback. But big up to every person on the platform. You know, part of what we love to do. We don't like to stop and say, please like, please subscribe, super chat, super sticker. No, we like to say it up front. Listen, you can like the video. It's not very difficult. Take around 2 seconds to like the video, to share the video, and to subscribe to the channel. It don't take long to do that. All right? Don't take long to do that. All right? That's number one. Number two, what you need to know is that you can support the work of I Am Sure Sports by giving a super chat or a super sticker. It's not that hard. It takes around, you can give $1 US or $1,000,000 US. You understand me? Support the channel, support the work so the equipment can improve and the quality of the work can improve. All right. We said that up front so you can know that. Big up to the sponsors as well, because yes, these people, they help us to make, we present information, research. We have people who have to go out in the field. We have people that we have to, give funds to. And so our sponsors help us with that. You understand me? So big up to Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most. You can call Prestige Finance at 876-884-7390. They are located in Linstead, St. Catherine, Jamaica, and offering you loans of up to $200,000 Jamaican, that is. You understand me? No processing fee, same day processing, and only 0 to 4% interest rate. Big up to Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and seek legacy for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the UK. Please, 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 please check them out. Call or text them at launch. Well, you can visit them at launchlegacy.com, or you can call or text them at 647-989-0782. All right, big up to all the persons who are already in the comment section. Just giving you some information that you may not know. Number one, we did a video earlier today about the move by Daniel Green. Not going to talk to you about all of it, but just to let you know that he has moved from Mount Pleasant to a team in Vietnam, the same team that Atafari Bygrave just moved to. So there is that transfer that is happening right there. Is that that's Daniel Green of Mount Pleasant and the national player. He has moved to Vietnam, and that is a 1-year contract. Almost less than a year. It expires in 2023 in May. Some big moves are happening in schoolboy football as well. You'd have known that Andrew Price has gone to Calabar, and there's a big overall, as you know, Ludlow Bernard. He had given up his post at Kingston College, and Kingston College has made a major move. My good friend, Coach Andrew Edwards, has moved to Kingston College. Not only that, but Lauren Donaldson is going to be a part of the Kingston College program. Lauren Donaldson is the coach for the female team that just qualified, the female national team that just qualified. And they're going to be having also Howard Bell is going to be back there. So JC has brought in a whole lot of St. Lucians into their school to represent them. KC bringing back some household names in coaching and technical directing. Calabar bringing on Andrew Price. The schools are making. Theodore Whitmore will be working with Cornwall College. So a lot of moves are happening. Hey, people, Phoenix is at Mona. You understand me? So a lot of moves are happening, taking place in schoolboy football. A lot of players are changing school. There's one particular player I heard that, a school went after him very hard, and all kind of household equipment have been, purchased, but the player seemed like he's going to stay at his old school. You have also Jerome Waite, who is at Wolmer's. You understand me? So, so he has gone back to his former school. That's Jerome Waite. He's there. So a lot of moves are being made. You understand me? Also understand that Alex Thompson could be on the move in the JPL as well. So a lot of things are happening in the footballing circle in terms of the shifting and moving of players and coaches and all of that. All right. As you know, I'm going to be giving you some names shortly of players who will be making the move in Jamaica to overseas. All right. But let me also say this, right? That we have a big group of panelists for our track and field show. You have to take them in tonight. They're going to be on early to cover the 200 meters. We have Stephen McGregor, you know, that he's a senior superintendent of police. We have the big bad sport analyst, track and field man, Pioneer. We have Chris Lynch. We have Dave Gale. We have Preacher. You have yours truly, Manning's man. You have CC, great analyst discussing it. So join us later for that show. It's going to be a big one, a good one. 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. That's where we're going to be starting to covering the 200 meters. You understand me? So just bear that in mind. Now the JFF they have also issued an apology. You know, one of the things I said yesterday, that the first thing they needed to have done was to publicly apologize to the girls and privately apologize to them. We saw a public apology. People are saying too little, too late. But listen, it's never too late to do the right thing. And they have done the right thing. Because I give commendation where commendation is due. It's never too late to do the right thing. As long as you have time, do the right thing. So they have done the right thing. They have apologized. The luggage has arrived. The players are safe. Everything is good. All right. Don't let it happen again. What we need to know is what steps and measures are being put in place to ensure that we don't have any reoccurrence of a situation like this for any of our football programs across the board, male and female, seniors and juniors. That must be looked into. Top 10. Yeah, we have a big top 10 coming up as well. So part of what we're going to do on the show, you know, we did that. We did a top 10, and man, me I tell you, people are call, you know. People are call. I said, no, certain name have to go back on the top 10. You understand me? We took off some names, and people are saying that, yo, Manning's man, you are mad man. Tell all of the people them say Sharon Simpson half of them on that. Grace Jackson half of them on that. Lorraine Fenton half of them on that. So me ask them, who are you going to take off? Man, them can't give me no answer. You cannot take off anybody off the list. You cannot add anybody to the list without taking off anybody. You have to take off somebody to add somebody. And that is the problem with the list, because all the persons on the list are deserving. So for those of you who probably missed it, let me show you what the final list look like for the top female. This is not specific to any discipline, so it's not all 100 meters. So that is the list, and we think that this is probably the best order. People are saying that if Sharika wins the 200 tonight, she could climb way up the list. So, you understand me? So that is the list. That is the list that we have. But people have other names that they are suggesting that could be, should be, who should be taken off and all of that. But we're going to keep it like that. No. No, Duckland, we're not doing that. But, and then later this evening, what we're going to do, we're going to ask our panelists to name the top 10 quarter milers male in Jamaica's history. That's a big one. The top 10 quarter milers. So you go back from your Herb and Bert and George Roden and all of them, and your Danny McFarlane, your Davian Clark, your Jermaine Gonzalez. Yo. That's gonna be fire. But we're gonna save that for later. Begin to put your list together so we can have that discussion. All right, later. No, I don't know if people, here's management thing. All right, we ought not to disrespect people, period, and in general. Right, we're not supposed to be disrespectful, and we're not supposed to be making any conclusive statements without having all information. All right, that's number one. So when we are saying things about people, we need to ensure that we have all the background information to come to good decision. All right. See, man asked me what happened to Grace Jackson, brother. We had her on the list, you know. You know, man, I said Grace. Listen, we can't, Bridget, enough to be on the show on the list. When it can't come on after the list has been made and trying to change names, that now go work, you know. Sharika Jackson above Karen Stewart. Well, let's see. Let's see. We'll ask the panelists later when they come back for the track and field. So you can keep putting in your comments because they are in there watching it. So I believe that as when you do sport or when you're in the public forum, you're going to be criticized. Police officers are criticized. Nurses, doctors, teachers are criticized. Pastors are criticized. Artists are criticized. And politicians are criticized. So I would want to believe that if a person is in any sort of sporting discipline, he should expect that criticism are going to come. You have a responsibility of how you manage and deal with the criticism. Because remember, you know, people, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. Every man have a right to his opinion. There is freedom of speech. All right? People are free to say what they want to say, free to their opinion, even though their opinion can be wrong. And if people are going to praise you, people are going to criticize you. So today, there are two very interesting conversations because I had a very lengthy conversation with someone, an international person, not local, but the person is abreast of female football. And the person was saying that, you know, we criticize the females. I said, what do you mean we criticize them? Well, we say that they are slow. That is female footballer. They can't jump. They don't jump. Like you'll say, like for example, there was one player that some person were saying that the player was overweight now and looks a little bit slow. They are saying that you're not supposed to say that because that is disrespectful. So, you know, there's a player who missed a penalty and we said that somebody should have kicked it. They are saying that we should not be criticizing the players. And I'm saying that, so we should not criticize players. That don't make any sense. And they're saying, especially females, you're not supposed to say a female is overweight. So you're not to say like a female is slim. I'm talking about when they're playing sport. We're not supposed to say that the person is too short or the person is too tall. And I'm thinking like, but that don't make any sense. Why? As long as people are not being disrespectful, if you say a player is slow, male or female, what is wrong with that? Why are female footballers, even if they're missing goals, you're not supposed to say they missed the goal. You're supposed to say good try. And then the question is, who are we? That makes no sense. I've heard, listen, in fact, I think the Jamaican media space is not as critical as others. There are media people who don't even mention Jamaicans who are participating in events. Jamaicans are oftentimes completely ignored in races and in games. I cannot understand that. So I was having that discussion today, and then the Powells, right? The Powells, you know, which is Asafa, they have the channel, so they did a video that I normally follow them still, you understand? Because truthfully, you know, many people beat me for this. If I were a betting man, I'll tell you this. If I were a person who bet, I would have lost everything I probably own betting on Asafa Powell. That's how much I rate Asafa. I still believe that Asafa Powell is one of the greatest sprinters of all times. greatest. I believe so. People are going to say I can't say that because he hasn't won that. But listen, when I talk about a person who can sprint, I have him up there. Usain Bolt, for the wins and the medals, is above Asafa. But I am telling you, I rate Asafa highly. Now, that don't mean that he's not supposed to be criticized. So I'm going to play what he said. I want you to listen to it. For those of you who have not heard it, I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to tell you what I think, because I don't agree with some of the things that he said in this, and I need to bring it up, and then I'm going to act, because I am not in agreement with many of this, because I am getting the impression that we are not supposed to criticize the JFF. We are not supposed to criticize the government. We are not supposed to criticize an athlete. We are not supposed to criticize a batsman. We were wrong for criticizing the Jamaica national senior team and the players. We are not supposed to do that. And the idea is that once you wear a Jamaica shirt, you are exempt from all sort of criticism. Once you're wearing the Jamaica shirt, you're making a sacrifice, and all the people of Jamaica have a responsibility to do is to praise you. As long as so, I am going to put on the Jamaica shirt anytime I'm coming on to do my show. And as long as you wear the Jamaican shirt, you're representing Jamaica, you're not supposed to be criticized, right? So listen to this, people, and tell me what your thoughts are. Listen to it.
Performing, and you get to see what the massive saying, get to see what the people saying and stuff and all that. So, you know, watching from the sideline is a bit different, you know, from being out there on the track. But, you know, for me, the World Championship is going great. The athletes, the American athletes, they got 1, 2, 3 in the men, 100 meters. And they're running fast, you know, they're running real fast. You know, it's just a pity that we didn't get our 3 guys in the finals, you know, but at the end of the day, that's how it goes, you know. The athletes been going through a lot this season, especially the men. The men tend to get some serious injuries more than women. You know, I don't know why, but yeah, men seem to get injuries a lot more than women in a sense. You know, but not making excuses, just explaining to you guys what goes on with the athletes. You know, we train 11 months. We train 11 months a year, and 1 month out of that 11 months, there might be a World Championships or Olympics or, you know, Commonwealth Games, something. But we're always going. We get 1 month break, 1 month to rest, and that's it. You know, so it does a lot on the body. Yuan got injured 2013. Got injured 2013, and 2011 he won the World Championships. Was second in the 200 behind Usain. And 2012, the same thing. He got second in the 100 meter and second in the 200 meter. And that same year ran 9.69. And the whole of Jamaica, blah, 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 blah. One bag of something. When he won both the 100 and the 200 at the national trials. And when he win the thing at the national trials, all the wagonists start jump and Johan bandwagon. Everybody start, why him beat Bolt him this and that? Well, everybody start jumping in bandwagon. That just goes to show you how Jamaican people are. You know, them anything new, them run gone. That's why restaurants and clubs and all them saying they can't survive out here, because the minute something new come, them gone. It's the same thing with music and musicians. The minute somebody new come on, then just figure say everybody is old news and all that stuff. So it's just one of them things where just have a shake head sometimes. Because at the end of the day, the athletes are out there, they're working for themselves. They're not working for Jamaica.
All right, people. So me have to stop right there, sir. So the first question for Asafa, you think the Americans them different, or the English people them different, or the Germans them different? I put it to you, they are not. They are not. Let me say this to you. This whole thing about when something new people run gun. Not a thing like that, Papi. Hold on there. Kirk, I soon take the call. Let me set up the calling thing for you, Kirk. Hold on. So, yeah, right? So let me say that. That's number one. You know, along KFC there, no matter how much restaurant come, people still buy KFC. Let me just say something. So you tell me where you have found people that when new restaurant come, we all go on somewhere now. So when a new restaurant come, everybody stop by at the KFC and run to the new restaurant. Not true. Everywhere in the world, when you're not doing good, I watch some of these people, fans of the BPL, EPL teams. When a player not doing good, I sell him, forget sell. All over. I hear the pundits them do it. You remember when the players they miss the penalty at the Euros, the black players for England, what happened to them? How the English media deal with Raheem Sterling. How the German media dealt with Mesut Ozil. How did the Colombians deal with what's his name again? Soon tell you his name. When they played against America and he missed. Number 2, that ended up being killed. You remember how Escobar, you remember how the Argentinians were talking about Messi when Argentina wasn't doing well? Everywhere, the passion of the fans will lead them to criticize. The passion of the fans. They don't hate the players. It's not like they hate them, but they are so engulfed in the happenings of the team and love the team so much that, here's the thing, they criticize the game, but they still love the players. I will say this to Asafa. Every forum that I've listened to, they still have Ewan Blake as a big-time Jamaican athlete. Ewan Blake is appreciated. Anybody who come tell me about Jamaica and appreciate Ewan Blake, I lie them I tell. Ewan Blake is still appreciated, bro. Chris Gayle is still appreciated. Marlon Samuels is still appreciated. Let me say it again. Chris Gayle is lauded by Jamaicans. Asafa Powell, though he has not won a gold medal, you know how much Jamaicans still big up Asafa? And listen again, let me tell you this. This idea that Ewan Blake is not respected is lie. Ewan Blake is respected by the Jamaican track and field public. All the people do is come out and talk. Melaine Walker, still respected. Sharon Simpson, still respected. But people talk. VCB, still respected. Rob Smith, you're going to a different thing. You talk about crowds at the stadium. Jamaica track and field, except for champs, has never had. So you're telling me. So Rob Smith, Rob Smith, most of the time you and I agree, but every time you have this thing, because you think that you are going to tell me that Jamaica people don't respect Shelley and Fraser Price because nobody no go and stadium and watch him. I can't, Rob Smith, I'm not going to have the argument there with you. I'm not going to have it. I'm going to play the rest of the Asafa Powell thing. How are you going to associate the amount of people who go and watch Shelley and Fraser without Jamaica viewer? Come on, man. Come on, no, man. Not do that, man. Not do that, Rob Smith. Don't take the discussion with crowd support. Don't take the discussion to crowd support. You're going to lose it. So let's go on a little further, you know. Because remember, he also said the people are doing it for themselves. Because there are some things that he said that I agree with. But this idea that Ewan Blake is not respected. So because a person say, listen, Ewan Blake has an injury, they shouldn't put him on the relay team. Jamaica don't respect Ewan Blake. That is being trivial, brethren. Why a man can't have an opinion? If a man come on and say, me not listen to Manning's man channel because me not like how him talk, does that mean that is a lack of respect? Everything we are talking about, man, don't respect me, you know. Them don't respect me, you know. Man, Jamaica have this thing with everything, especially the man them. Everything are them no respect, them no respect, them no respect. What is so? Why are we so? I don't know about this whole getting respect. So there are some things that I agree with. Though Asafa Powell has not won a major individual gold medal, Jamaica still have him up there. Asafa Powell would honestly come forward and say the Jamaica track and field people don't respect him. Come on, let's go a little further because, like I said, I see a lot of things, you know, that we need to pay attention to. And I'm going to say to you again, most people are saying, let me tell you what the people are saying. Most people are saying, and even senior superintendent said it last night, that what Ewan Blake is doing now, running while injured, is affecting the 6.9, the 9.6 something that he did. I'm glad to hear that part from him, say the athletes doing it for themselves. So let's continue and listen some more.
Because Jamaica don't pay people. So they're not working for Jamaica, they're working for themselves. When them leave the championship, our life, our career is not 1 week. You know, where the World Championship, you know, it goes on for a week or Olympic. Our career is not 1 week, it don't last 1 week. After we done compete, we have to come back home to light bill, water bill, food bill, family, all of them something. And shake on. That's how we come home to. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. You know, we're representing Jamaica, yes, but we're not really. We're doing it for ourselves because we have to live. We have to live. So when all I know, I kick up and I go on and I say, "Oh, this a man have to retire. This a man have to stand and retire for what? Why? It's a job. Our job. This is our job. Why we should retire for you? Who are you?" 11 months of the year we train, and I can bet none of you guys who talking, none of you who talking would get up out of your bed for just 1 month, just come watch, just come sit down and watch and support the athletes them. Just get up out of your bed, go find where the athlete them train, and just cheer them on, just say, yeah man, you can do it. You know, nobody don't care, you just say.
All right, so let me pause right there. So this is where he and I agree on some things and where he and I disagree. So let me ask you this. The people in government, we should go find them yard and say, hey, good job, get up and go and work. We should go and find all the police officers and the nurses and the doctors and the teachers who are contributing to society and say, hey, good job, and tell him those things and all of that. That's what we're supposed to do. And if we don't do that, we have no respect for them. Come on, man. Come on. I will say this again. I was at UTech when Asaf and those people up there. People used to go and watch them. Them man get whole heap of respect on campus. Hold on. We have a call coming in here, and then Cranky can call back. Cranky.
I didn't know you were on a show, not. I was.
Yeah. All right, you can call
What's
back.
the show about? This sound really bad.
No, man, it's all right, man. Not a problem, man. We can talk afterward. Not a problem.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, people. So, again, when I watch the World Championships, let me say this. I hear people commending, bigging up Jail Hyde. I hear people bigging up Civil, bigging up Akeem Blake. None of them no get no medal. I don't hear nobody a tear down Akeem Blake. I don't hear nobody a tear down Civil. I hear nobody tearing down Jail Hyde. I hear nobody overly criticizing Christopher Taylor. Except some people say that they think he should run 200 meters. Yeah, welcome to the show.
man is respect, brother.
Yes.
Yeah, this sounds personal to me, though, brother. Where if you listen, just listen carefully, where Asafa say. Asafa talk about, listen to the things them where you just playing. Him talk about how people are say yo and wash up and this. Remember people that said about Asafa. Remember Asafa take a while to retire. You know, if you remember him just retire, I think last year, you know, if I'm correct, you know. Remember, you know, because him was pushing it. And a second thing with him take a lot of criticism, as you remember, when him don't show up at the World Championship and the Olympics, he took a lot of criticism. I think this is something personal that eat up in him, make him have said these things. Because as you point out clearly, there wasn't nobody who shooting down and talking disrespectful about any of the athletes. Nobody was doing that. And him talk about respect. Brother, respect based on your abilities and your achievement and your qualities. That's what respect based on. Him make it personal. To me, him making it personal. Him say, when you're on the sideline, and him correct about this, you know, when you're on the sideline, you know, you can say whatever, you know. Because I remember when we used to play ball and some people were, don't know about ball. You say, yo, do this, do that on the sideline. Take on the ball. I know them things. But understand as an athlete, when you play sports, you don't want to hear that nice there. But brother, you see, as long as you play sports where people come watch you, people are going to criticize your manners. People are going to criticize you day in and day out. You say something, you know, when you want to say, but you point it out clearly. It makes it seem like him keep saying Jamaicans. Brother, them criticize athletes all over the world. As you mentioned about Premier League and all them things, them criticize athletes. Neymar get a lot of criticism in Brazil. Any sport you can pick in any country. So when you talk about them something, I think I just something personal with him. You know what I say? It's just sometimes, brother, you have an issue where pass by, you know, and you won't let it go. And I think him don't want to let go the criticism where you son happen to him, where people used to criticize him just don't want to let it go, brother. Brother, let it go, brother, man. Get some therapy, brother, and let it go. Yeah, man. That's what I need for though. All
right. Yeah, that is the thing. Remember, people, and look, what I'm saying is that, you know, people have the right to criticize. But all of the athletes, you know, listen, people talk, Jamaica do a lot. Jamaica can do, or Jamaica should do more for all our sports people, because all our teachers, police, all of those things. But Asafa Powell get a lot of applause, you know, when they come back and all the things the government did, big old motorcade after the Olympics, build bus for them in a national state while they're alive. We see these things being done. Government give them things. Should government be doing more? Okay. But at the same time, Asafa Powell and them guys, they make a lot of money, you know. The Jamaica people appreciate its athlete. You're going to tell me that Jamaica don't respect Shelly and Fraser Price? Asafa Powell, while Asafa Powell was not winning, every time he qualified, every Jamaican was shouting, Asafa, Asafa. And when the race done, we have a problem. Don't Kirk. No side go.
No, man, I say it go, brother, because you remember, you know, the platform there, you know, the thing is, you represent your country, like he said, he's representing himself as well. You're making a living. This is them job, you know, as athletes to make money and living. But again, if you in the public eye, brother, you mentioned the police officers and the teachers and all of that, and the politician. The reason why you don't hear too much about a teacher or anything like that, because teacher is not in the public eye. So if you have anything for criticize a teacher, now you go to a parent-teacher meeting now you will say 2 words, but they're not in the public eye. When you're in the public eye like that, brother, you're going to get criticism, brother. You're going to get it and you're going to get it hard. And it have nothing to do with Jamaica. It have nothing to do that. This is a worldwide thing. Every athlete at some point, even the great Usain Bolt, get criticized. He get criticized already. And it's the greatest sprinter ever. And people criticize him before. So come, I think it's something personal, brother. And if you see something man is before me go, this is what I don't like with people sometimes. Before you speak, this is social media is a bad thing in our way. People make it bad, because here where Asafa should have done. Before you just get up and speak out of your emotions, you should have really sit down and calculate and think about what you say. That's the reason why I believe this is something him holding on to for a long time, something personal. And as soon as it hears something about you and anybody else, all right, let me say this, because this me did once a long time. Brother, let it go, brother, man. Everybody get criticized, brother, man. You know what I say? Just, my brother, just go and do a good job. Me just stay there and go and listen to you, brother. Yeah. I agree with you 1,000% for that one.
All right, then. Bless it. All right, big up, Kirk.
Big up.
All right, so people, let me tell you this. Hey, people are saying Mike Henry for retire. People are saying, all right, how much people come out and say Mike Ricketts to resign? Brother, we can't say that. It don't mean that he need to resign. People are going to say, one that me always tell you, when you want me to put up the comment, type back the comment. You understand me? If you tell me put up the comment, I'm going to know which comment you want me to put up, bro. Which one? Oh, this one, man's man, what Asafa Powell talk about how Ronaldo I get criticized from United fans now. That's it. In a sport, you're going to be criticized. Now, some of the things he's saying is true, you know. Listen, a lot of people don't support losers. People in general are bandwagonists. There are people who stop supporting Arsenal. People stop supporting Manchester United. People don't like to support losers. You see now? No, you see it. You see the modern tech. But based on what these people say sometimes, it sounds to me like once you put on a Jamaica shirt, you are supposed to be exempt from criticism. Remember, all right, Salty calling it out, because we know Salty agree with Asafa. Go on, Salty, what go on?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tell me that you agree with Asafa.
No, some of the things that I say, I always say them things that still, but him a double speak still. Like him want him cake and eat it, right? Him want have him cake and eat. Let me explain. Me agree with him because I say it a long time. Say no Jamaican athlete run for me. Them run for themselves and them money. Right? And him just say it a while ago. I'm glad me hear an athlete say it no. So next time I raise it again, me can just point out to me and talk about the same thing. Because I've been saying it for years. Them run for themselves and them money. Right? Them don't run for me. But the next thing him say about people who are talking about man them for retire. Because I see enough people are talking them with about all you and Blake. Him not. Him for retire and him not for come back on the trials and stuff. As long as the man go to trials and place in the top 3, them can't stop the man from run. And it's the man money, is him job. That's why I meet him food. Who are you for come and tell a man to him for retire to him go to games and now win no medal? Him beat the people him at trials and make the team. Right? I mean, I tell the man to retire from nothing at all. I could have carried him a push. As long as I'm food that, I'm bread that. See, but people are say, yo, if you retire, because people just want to see medal for big up for them chest, you know, and show off and things. Jamaica win X amount of medals. But once you don't give them that, them feel crazy or mad or something. But at the same time now, if him know say he not run for the people them and themselves, him can't about criticism come them way. You can't ball, you can't. So, since you know, so you're not run for them and them things, you just tune out them and with them attack. You know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Toti, because, listen, me here, man, criticize all Salah, the leading goal scorer for Liverpool. Me here, all fans from Liverpool want Salah to sell. You're a sports person. Me see people criticize Tiger Woods, one of the greatest. All you want, listen, remember, people, when Usain Bolt was running with this, you remember that South team put the chain thing in their mouth? You remember?
Yeah, man.
You remember that and how people go on and thing? Yeah, and Bolt don't do it again.
Yeah. Because what I think, you know, it's this thing about them not run for, and themselves them run for, you know. Me come at it from a different perspective than Asafa. Because you have some people who say, you know, for criticize the athletes them at all. You know, if say nothing about them, they might represent Jamaica, and it's like, you know, if say nothing, just like how you talk about the regular girls.
Yeah, like somebody a call and I say, listen, we're not supposed to say the girls are slow. That is disrespectful. Because we're supposed to support them and we're not supposed to criticize them. I mean, I don't understand, like, if you say somebody is slow.
Of course, Lionel Messi, I say something about, why shouldn't I not say anything about these people? Like, I just sports. Like I would have said, I watch some basketball and say something about a guy who play. I just a sport, same way. So, but I thought, me I come from it from the perspective, say, don't tell me enough to say nothing about them, because them not play for me, them play for themselves. But I sound like him, I say, they will play for themselves, so you never say nothing about them. You understand what I say?
Yeah. But
me free to say something about them, because them not play for me, and them run for them money. He must say, they might run for themselves and for them money. So you never say nothing about them. And the opposite of me, I say.
It was said. Yeah. But him say a lot more still, you know, so. And listen, and the other one of the things that he said that I don't agree with. At the end of the day, you know, if you have a new athlete come up on the scene, you know, because what you know, when we are talking about all footballer, a whole of people, whole of them young youth here who say them agree with Asafa, you know. Them will tell us Pele not good enough, Messi are the greatest thing. The older people are going to say, but you forget what Pele did. If it wasn't for Pele, it wouldn't be for Messi. But the youth them know, if them are outshine you, it's like we are not supposed to big up them youth here because the man them in the past do. It's a lot of problems with these kind of conversations.
I know, so me say, that's why club and restaurant, you know, so me I eat still, you know, so if my voice on our way, Thursday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was talking about clubs and restaurants shut down.
In Jamaica, but that is not a Jamaican thing, you know. It's not. On average, the normal, on average, clubs last less than a year, you know. Everywhere, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you look it up, like clubs, them say clubs last less than a year, on average. Most of them are always closed down quick. So, you know, really have nothing to do with because I just saw club things here. Like, people just go to the next one that is popping and gone to the next one. Can't remember, so them go the other one couple times well already. Them want to see what the new one have to offer. Certain thing they go. But one and two of them will stand the test of time. Yeah. So I don't think it have nothing to do with that. That is not a Jamaican thing. That's the industry thing.
What I agree with him is that I think some nations take care of their athletes better than Jamaica, but the fans all across nations criticize athletes. But some
but that is not just track and field. Though. We see that in the football and stuff. We see that with the ball of them and them ways. I just saw it. So it's not a Jamaica not take care of people, but it's not something just track and field. I just our sports in general.
Yeah. Because I mean, hey, look what do people. Let me ask you this, Sauti. Do you think Asafa Powell has been criticized to the extent of a LeBron James?
No, LeBron being on him, but him get all the love, you know. Asafa, you know.
That's what I am saying. I think like there's a whole portion of Jamaican, you know, who rate Asafa. When Asafa and lose, you know, people still believe them they're going to beat Bolt the next race.
But to me, in a sport, to me, like watching sports, I think every sports person have to know, say, once you put yourself out there, it comes with the territory. Some people are going to put you on pedestal, and some you can't accept all of the praise them, and then about the one them who are talk negative for you.
Yeah.
I just part and parcel of the whole thing. You know what I mean? A part and parcel of the whole thing. Like LeBron James, them man they get whole heap of hate, you know, but you have whole heap of people who rate
Still
you.
love
It
them.
comes to the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody can't be the same with you. But him right, man. Them not run for it. Them run for themselves.
I'm going to play about, yeah, but I'm going to play about that part again. All right, respect Sauti. And we're going to play some more.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to play some more people so you can listen. We're going to play about that part again where he says that, listen, about coming to training and supporting the athlete and all of that. Let's see if we can catch it back right there.
Out of your bed for one word and shake on. That's how we come home to. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. You know, we're representing Jamaica, yes, but we're not really. We're doing it for ourselves because we have to live. We have to live. So when all I know, I kick up and I go on and I say, oh, this is a man for retire. This is a man for this and that. Retire for what? Why? It's a job. Our job. This is our job. Why we should retire for you? Who are you? 11 months of the year we train, and I can bet none of you guys who talking, none of you who talking would get up out of your bed for one whole, just 1 month, just come watch, just come sit down and watch and support the athletes them. Just get up out of your bed, go find where the athlete them train, and just cheer them on. Just say, yeah man, you can do it. You know, nobody don't care. You just see one entire week of people life and just figure say, oh yeah man, if you don't know man, in career done. No man, what you guys need to do is just to support the athletes. I say the athletes go out there and you don't know what them going through. Just support them. Them go out there if you try to do their best. Nobody no go out there if you lose, brother. Nobody go on the track to lose. Everybody go out there to win. Everybody want broke record. Everybody want gold medal. Nobody not going out there to say, I'm going to lose here, man, make Jamaican people cuss me. Nobody does that. You understand? So, just show some support, man. Show the athletes support. And I remember almost every championship year, I get injured. Every year. But nobody don't know that. I remember 2008 and 2012 were 20 years were sit with me. 2008, I got in May, a month before the national trials, I tear my shoulder right off of the bone. Rip my shoulder right off of the bone. I go trials, go run with one hand. Nobody don't know that. Right? Go Olympics with my same old mash up hand. Nobody don't know that. You understand? After surgery and all them something there. 2009, Zane, I mash up my ankle a couple months before the championships. Nobody know, everybody else cuss. You know, why Asafa never come up in the final race them? Why never do this? Why never do that? 2012, tear my grind right off at trials. Fly go Florida the next morning after the eats. Go get an injection to kill the pain. Fly come back to Jamaica. Go right at track. Go run semi and finals. And then right after trials, go doctor to try fix my problem. I had 2 weeks. And then that wasn't enough time. You can go watch back the Olympic finals. You see me stopping on the races. My grind tear off back. Rip off back, you know, 2012 Olympics finals. So a lot of times you guys see people, as I say, you see people that go through some things you don't know. You and felt something at these championships. So he had to pull out of the race. Oh, and pull out because he might lose. Come on, man. Why that's the first thing you guys are thinking about? The man pull out because he feels something. The man want to win. I may tell you, say, I will job this is our job. I understand from 2005, may I wait for a piece of land and a diplomatic passport. I know I can't get it. I can't get none of them. So we are doing this for ourselves. We are doing this for ourselves. You know what I mean? Everything we do, as I said, when we come home, bills, the bills, same bills. No government not paying a bill, so you like bill them just stack up, and the water bill then stack up. Food bill is all gas are raised now.
All right, people, me have a pause it right there, sir. Like, like what I'm saying is that, listen, right across Jamaica, the teachers got through a lot, a lot of teachers. So should the government pay the teachers' bill? The police got through a lot, man. In a Jamaica crime, should the government pay? Like, the idea that the athletes suffer and the rest of people are all right, it is not true. A great percentage of Jamaicans who sacrifice things and time for the betterment of the country also go through difficulties. And all them get a shake on, like the athletes. So is it that the government supposed to, once you represent the country, the government supposed to pay your light bill, pay all your bills for you, build a house for you? And should that be done for the police, the soldiers, all the people who, all the philanthropists out there making significant changes to the country? I'm not sure I'm understanding what, when you're saying that you have a job that you're earning million, then this whole thing about diplomatic stuff, it sounds to me like, and I agree, an athlete like Asafa, should have gotten diplomatic things. So the question I'm asking is that anybody who represents the country needs to get diplomatic immunity. I'm not sure. Hey, Cranky, you sound like you're listening now.
Management. Oh, no, yeah, kill me. Yeah, your comment is that I'm kill the management. That's my comment.
See, one of the Cranky, your military gonna come on who is a soldier. Me get shot at over 5 times. That means the government should buy me a house. That's an ex-soldier talking.
Management.
Yeah.
Management. People get shot at Jamaica every day, so I don't know what military going to talk about. That's a common not around 100 Getting shot at Jamaica every day is natural. In fact, if you don't get shot, you wonder what happened. They'll be left out. Well, here's my point. I don't see anything that Asafa said was controversial. People need to sit down and decipher what Asafa is saying. Right? Yes. We all agree in every walk of life to get criticized. Whether you're a plumber, whether you're in a corporate environment, you have a company, your customer may not be happy. People look at your house and criticize your house and don't know what you did your house, right? It's innate to our being to may have an adverse view on something if it doesn't fit within our parameters of how we view things as positive. That's not debatable. What he's basically saying is that, and you can decipher what he's saying is that, first of all, he's probably perturbed and hurt about how his career has been viewed and how he's been treated in a lot of circles, frankly, because he hasn't won the major events. That's all that's about the management. I have a friend who's a track aficionado, and you can't mention Asafa to him because I'm losing mind. And Asafa, choke Asafa. I'm trying to bring some rationality to the conversation with him. I'm like, no, but he has the most sub 10 times in the history, and you know I hear it, management. One do a world championship, one do Olympics. So you could have and Merlin was in the same boat, even though Merlin was much more revered, because Merlin was carrying the torch for years, subsequent to Quarry's time. And it was all about Merlin, but she could never win the Olympic gold medal, even though and some races, we thought she was going to win. And I forget the 200-meter final, I forgot which event, but the French girl beat her. We all cheering, and we all were disappointed. And you're going to receive criticism when you don't deliver, especially when you're deemed to be the favorite. And you're going to say, quote unquote, you choke. Did you choke? As he said, no one goes to lose. And that's probably what the previous caller said. No one should be told when they should retire.
No, man.
When they of their own vocation,
Cranky,
right? No one should tell you when to retire.
That part, Cranky, that part. Listen, if you're Zlatan, nobody can tell Zlatan when to retire, man. As long as a scoring goal. If you want Blake to retire, beat him at the trials. That I agree with. No argument there. Here's my thing, though.
Management, I play football and have much knee surgery. I don't want to stop there because you know why? It was fun. We stop playing with my car run no more. Every time you run your knee swell up, so you stop playing the management. You're doing it for fun, much less you're doing it for compensation management.
All right,
So if
but
you
Cranky,
love to run and that's
Cranky,
what you
hold
do,
on, Cranky,
yeah, go
hold
ahead.
on, Cranky. Here's what I'm saying, right? I am saying that the people still have a lot of respect for Asafa. There's a Boston thing. Remember, the government did a big thing for our athletes. Should the government be doing more? I believe so. But I am not one of the persons who are of the opinion that any person who represent the country, when they combat the government must give them free land.
No, management, I don't think that's what he's saying. I think what he's inferring is that he was specifically a management.
Yeah.
He was promised a diplomatic passport, I assume, and he was promised land based on which I think was to be based on achievement, and it was not delivered to him.
Well,
I don't think he's saying every athlete should receive. I think it basically was. If you
so
promise me something,
why every person who represent the country globally should not be given land or given the same treatment?
You sound like comment as them.
I am asking you a question. If Asafa,
No,
yeah.
management. No, that's not the point, management. Here's the point. If I've reached a certain stature in life, right? So I'm Asafa Powell. I've run all 90-something sub 10. I have represented the country well. I have brought notoriety to the country. You know, we have too much height probably, but I've bring notoriety to the country. I've kept the country in the news on a continuous basis. The country, whoever is in power at that point, promised to deliver certain things to me. I didn't ask for it. They promised it.
They must deliver.
Of course I'm going to be perturbed
Yeah,
about
man.
it.
Yeah, man. They must deliver. No, man. That I agree with. But I am saying, here's what I'm saying that I believe that if the promise was made, the promise must be kept.
Yes.
All right. Let me ask you a question. No. All right. We have some girls who just qualified for the World Cup. Should all of them be given land in Jamaica?
So that's up to the current government to determine whether or not those accomplishments reach the level where they think they should be rewarded with some kind of, call it some sort of compensation, whatever you want to call it, that it should be provided. It doesn't mean you give it to every athlete in every sport, as you wouldn't have enough things to give out. What it means that certain people have distinguished themselves, and you have decided, management, it also depends on who's in power at the time of the management. If management are running sure, and I'm saying, you know what, I bring on all these panelists, and if that certain panelists reach a certain zenith, certain level, and we give them extra compensation, that's life in general. We pay people more who give us more service or give us quality service. That's how we do it. You buy Gucci bag, get Gucci bag better than something else. You pay by my young 350 because he delivers more gold than somebody, and then like I said, that's normal management. You get paid for what you deliver, and the government thought he delivered a lot to the country, so decided to give him a land and diplomatic, certain diplomatic recognition. They didn't deliver, so shouldn't he mention it? All he's basically saying is, look. All he's saying is, look, you promised, I've done all these things. All I get is criticism. I don't get anything from you, but I do this for myself and my family, which is what we all do, whether you're a footballer, whether you're in, why do you think people go to politics, management? Because they're altruistic. Then because of ego, no for them not need the part. Then because of ego, I can get something
Correct.
aside.
I believe that when a promise is made, it must be kept. I don't have a problem with him venting for that, all right? But I know that with Asafa Powell, there are more people who support him than those who criticize him.
Management, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry. The people whom he know, maybe these are just my circle, management.
Well,
they respect his accomplishment, but when them talk about him, all them the final comment is him couldn't win the big race. That's what you get. That's the conclusion that's drawn about Asafa most times. He couldn't deliver when it counts. He couldn't deliver, and for him, for an athlete, that must be the worst feeling, management. When you give your heart. And as he basically said, yeah, go ahead.
I have Dapper Agent saying that what Asafa Powell has done with sub 10 clocking, no footballer in Jamaica have done that for the country. All right, so Dapper Agent, team sport, the accomplishment of the Reggae girls in qualifying for their second back-to-back World Cup. Come on, it is the only team outside of the United States and Mexico and Canada who has done this. The only one in the Caribbean.
But management is still ongoing, so we don't know if they're going to get anything, management. First of all,
No, that's fine. No, but he's saying he's talking about what Asafa. I can give you some stuff as well. What Atkinson in swimming has accomplished as a Jamaican is unprecedented. What Akins, our netballer, has accomplished in the leagues in Australia is unprecedented. Not yet touched. Let me give him. What Chris Gale has done for cricket and T20 as a batsman is unprecedented globally. So don't tell me I'm not making this about sports.
No, but management, some sports we don't care about management. Yes, and in fact, cricket has lost its pitch where it was. Management, think about this. Track and field is where it's at for Jamaica nowadays, isn't it? When track and field come around, we see thousands. You know how much views coach get the other day?
See coach right here. Man, I call him my name in a cranky. Come the right here, you know. Coach means it.
You know what views him get, management, because
you bust out your business.
If he was doing cricket, he probably turn him off. Even the cricket, football, management. So it's what is in style, what is going to be important, what provides the most pleasure. Because management is about our pleasure, you know. We are running more to management criticize about our pleasure, because we don't feel good enough. We don't think about that stuff for what I got through. The man said go fly to go get shot, and then go take steroids so he can run.
Listen, people, nobody is underestimating what Asafa Powell has done. Nobody is saying that he's not deserving of credit for what he has accomplished. What we are saying is that why should he be exempt from being criticized? Come on,
we don't disagree with that now.
No, but that's what these people are saying. Listen, Rob and Dapper Agent, reason, man. We have all agreed that the athlete, look at the thumbnail, the athletes must be praised. The problem Asafa Powell has is not with people being praised. It is the criticism. And I've gone ahead and said, look at this, we have hailed Oblique Civil. We have hailed Christopher Taylor. We have hailed Akeem Blake. We have hailed them. Navaski Anderson. We have bigged them up for running in the 800. We have done that. We haven't gone out and tear them down and said, well, we're going to waste time. We haven't said, well, Oblique. We have not done that.
Management, you know why? You know why, management?
Why?
Because we have low expectations.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's a fact. If that was Asafa doing that, management, we would dream him. We have
Coach Busy, Coach Busy, talk to Cranky for a minute.
No. So management, if Shelly come third now, we like here. Management, if Shelly came third, we like here.
Oh, you mean?
Management.
Oh, you mean?
We
would be disappointed.
Exactly. We wouldn't care if she come fourth or come third. We wouldn't be here saying, you know what, oh, Shelly did well. We would not, because she set a standard where we expect her to win. Same with Elaine. Are we here praising Elaine about how she came third? Tell me one person that praised Elaine for coming third, management.
Oh, you mean? All me.
Her husband.
You praised Elaine for coming third?
Oh, you 1, 2, 3. Mother catch a flea. You see the video?
No.
It's her first 100 meters medal.
Medal at the World Championship, Cranky.
So, coach, you're praising Elaine for coming third.
Because
1, 2, 3, a part of the 1, 2, 3. If 1, 2 was there,
guys,
1, 2, 3.
Coach and Manning, don't confuse 1, 2, 3. Don't confuse 1, 2, 3, which we all want to happen, with the person who is the double Olympic champion coming third.
If she had If she had lost to 2 Americans, would have had a problem.
No, a problem.
Yeah. But the fact that 2 Jamaicans beat her, we are happy for her.
No. Here's an answer. All I've heard about Elaine is this. All I've heard about Elaine, because you guys are confusing the issue. All I've heard is this, is that, you know what? She left our coach. That should happen to her.
No, not everywhere. Not everywhere here in that, Cranky. Not everywhere.
No, but coach and management, I can't believe you guys are here on a national program. Management, you think come like a radio nowadays. You used to call a radio, call it a radio program. That's how it is, you know. Probably same level of viewers. And telling me on national YouTube or radio that people are proud that Elaine, as an individual accomplishment, not part of a 1, 2, 3, coming third is a great thing for Elaine.
Yes,
Once
Cranky.
Elaine face
Yes,
you
Cranky.
think Elaine was happy to come third? Yeah?
Objective is relative to what the goal is, you know. So their goal was to get a medal. And they are happy. People are happy. We are say Cranky.
No. Sharika may be happy. No, coach.
So nobody now with the Sharika is silver.
No. Sharika may be coach. I said it before, coach. It's based on expectation and prior accomplishment. Elaine is a quadruple gold medalist at the Olympics.
Yes, Cranky. But two different meets. She has never.
So we were proud with some spirit.
Cranky. She has never won a medal at the World Championship in 100 meters.
We're proud of both. When both get silver, when him lose, get him. We're proud of him.
Of course, I'm proud of him.
Well, you know what? Maybe me confused. My coach and management me confused.
Probably we are here from two different audiences. So me now say what you say wrong, you know. But probably you probably say what me are here wrong.
Cranky, here's where the issue would have been, and I think Robbie said it. If she had lost, and like if you're two Americans or two other nations, 1 and 2, and she came third, I think would have been disappointed. The fact that the athletes that beat her both defeated her at the national trials.
No. One defeated her.
One defeated her at the national trials.
Shelly run 100 at national trials. Shelly drop out from
Yeah, but I mean, technically, Shelly would have won the national trials and Sherry could have been second and Elaine third. Given the form.
First of all, Elaine and Shelly don't like each other.
No, that have
we are going on different realm.
But no, what I'm trying to make is this. There's no way Elaine expects to not win when she runs every single time. Wait, man. And there's no way the public who see a double Olympic champion, quadruple gold medalist, expect her not to win every single time. And if she comes third, not even second in management, to Shelly, who's the GOAT, we agree, come third, you want to be Elaine is happy and fans are saying Elaine did great when she come third? The 1, 2, 3 is a different situation, different story. Yes, we want Jamaica to dominate the medal. But we think about it from an individual standpoint and how we view her accomplishment.
No. As an individual,
she's disappointed.
As an individual, Elaine may have wanted to win. Sharika would have wanted to win the goal. Everybody wanted to win the person who came 8th wanted to win the goal to Cranky.
Man, I said this before. It's based on expectation. That's what Asafa.
Yes, but her team said Cranky. Her team said the objective
was
met, and because the expectation of other persons precede her as the 2-time Olympic champion, they are going to want to expect her to win. But they had an objective, and that objective was the medal. Not to say that I agree with it, but based on where Elaine is, based on what I have seen. Hold on, Cranky. Based on what I have seen, I for her to get a medal, Virgin, I feel good based on what I have seen.
Coach, that's what we call damage control. Damage control. When you are quadruple Olympics gold medalist,
and you're not in the best of shape, add that to it.
I probably wouldn't run.
Why? And you come win a medal? Yeah, talks a Cranky.
And then no one criticize Asafa. Then people want to criticize Asafa. Then criticize Asafa then. But criticize Asafa then. You can't have it both ways. You can't give allowance to Elaine and you not give allowance to Asafa. When Elaine has reached the top.
Hold on, Asafa is a double Olympic gold medalist.
It's even worse, It's even worse.
Individual.
It's even worse.
No.
Management. It's even worse. It's even worse. Because she has been to the mountaintop and she got beaten twice. Not even one time, management.
Hey.
She got beaten real beaten in the semis. Not no kind of beaten. She got beaten and then she got beaten in the finals, management. And she's supposed to be the GOAT. And
so look here, Cranky. If she got the silver, you'd have feel better about the silver?
No, man, I'm coach.
Answer a question, no cranky. Answer a question before you
No,
go
she
off.
has to win.
Huh?
Coach, she has to win.
Because of what? Your expectation of her.
No,
but I am telling you,
that's
I did not see Cranky, hold on. I did not see that form for her to repeat what we expect this year. So for her to get a bronze medal, we have to feel good. Well, that's me. I don't know about the mass.
Let's go. So let's go back to what the conversation is about. The conversation is about expectation of your audience, expectation of yourself, you and your family and your entourage, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The athlete know what their body, where they are in their progress, how they're progressing, how they're doing. Fans a lot of times don't know, which is what Asafa has talked about, with getting pulls and ankle torn up and nobody knows. Yeah. She probably should have publicized, but if he publicized, they should not make an excuse. I know we nothing.
No, all right, so Cranky, all right, I want to talk about that. You go to the national trials, right? Remember, we had like Nesta Carter, we had all of these guys under 10 seconds in the 100. You tore your shoulder off completely, right? Unfortunately, we didn't know that. And then you go there and you can't participate. Why wouldn't you? Like the next part of it, was that unfair? Knowing that given the kind of injury you have, you know that you would not be able to give your best. And then you could have allowed somebody who was running fast time like a Nesta Carter or a Michael Freighter to probably run, and you chose still to run.
Mannings, at possible, it could be this way the reasoning. Ilian Thompson, at her worst, she's probably third in the country. At her worst, she's third in the world. So them could have viewed it from that perspective and I say, all right, only Shelly and something they probably can beat me, you know. So me can hold on to a medal. So based on how where they saw they were, they still go ahead and come at Olympics, come at a World Championship.
Somebody was saying that before the World Championship, though, her camp was saying that she's in gold medal form.
I heard that,
man.
So how they
I heard that she was in good nick.
Coach coming to say, but our camp say third was good, and that's PR nonsense. So at the end of the day, man, here's the thing, Asafa. If you're an athlete, you always want to play and you always want to run no matter what happens. This concept of me should give my position to somebody else, that's not happening, man. We know this. That doesn't happen in life in general.
Then Cranky, then if the people come out,
I believe I can overcome my situation and I can produce.
Cranky, if you, all right, fine enough. I am okay with you. You get this spot, you run. And then when you finish running now, don't criticize me, because the only reason why I don't win is because my ankle was bad. Another injured ankle.
Yeah, I not agree with that.
What I'm saying that, don't give me that then.
Yeah. I agree
with that.
Yeah,
I think the point is, I think Asafa probably has been criticized as much as any Jamaican athlete. I don't think that's disputable. Because man, he didn't produce any big moments.
You know why?
And he has to accept the criticism.
Coach Minzy, and then I'm going to come in. You remember when Usain Bolt started out, people forget that he pulled up, he had the chain in his mouth, and
so people cuss him in them time.
Cuss Usain Bolt.
And that's the way he this style of put chain in his mouth.
Yeah.
And too hype and all of them.
You know what Usain Bolt did?
Short term memory we have.
You know what Usain Bolt did? After those two incidents, he won. When people talk about Usain Bolt, they don't go back to those things. When Asafa Powell was criticized, just as much as Usain Bolt was criticized, he lost.
So, no, that's not true.
The thing that he mentioned, though.
No, that's not true. He lost in the biggest. Let's be clear about. Coach, man, this is not right. He lost in the big events.
And that's what we're talking about.
You can't from something and you lost.
But Cranky, Bowl come win at the big events, so exactly that man is attack.
And Asafa wasn't helped by Bolt, man. Bolt was in his era.
No, but Bolt, Asafa was finishing fourth. There are times that we're thinking Asafa would get all medal.
But it's Bolt probably going to get a medal, can finish fourth, not finish third.
It's not the Bolt fault. Asafa was before Bolt. He went into big games as favorite and he never win because obviously he had issues which he mentioned. And why people criticize is that this week you don't do nothing on the big event. The next week you go on the circuit, Diamond League,
and you win. Fastest time.
But people first realize it's not the same management. For the big events, everybody's there the management. First of all, some athletes don't produce.
You know what is funny, Cranky? And then coach means that you're going to say some of the things that he said. I don't want you to lose that point. You know what is funny? You know what Asafa Powell coach said after he changed camp?
All right.
That's Stephen Francis. He never mentioned Asafa having injuries. You know what he said Asafa had? A mental problem. That's from his coach.
But management, that's even worse than physical injury, the management.
You know what?
But no. But people don't understand the brain.
Whose fault is that?
But coach, that's a bad statement to make, coach. Bad statement to make.
Whose fault is that?
Because no. But here's the thing, coach. A mental problem. Don't you guys walk downtown Jamaican people with mental issue?
But mental issue doesn't mean that
Jamaican.
No, but a one way.
No.
Like that.
No. Mentality coach have different degrees to it. Trust me.
Exactly.
Different degrees to it. And just in today's environment, management, people are understanding more and more about the brain and the implications of having mental issues on one's own being, and now appreciating more. But you know what? I can touch your ankle being broken. I can't touch you with a mental issue because I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not logical.
So whose fault is that when the coach said that, Cranky?
But it's nobody's fault, coach. Maybe the coach. First of all, the coach don't know if he have mental issues or not. Because the coach is not a doctor.
No. What the coach is saying that the reason why he never won was not about his physical conditioning. It's about his mentality.
So who was supposed to fix that?
We don't, coach. Even your question, coach, in of itself suggests to me you don't understand the mentality of the coach. Your question about who's supposed to fix a mental issue. Meaning, that's why a lot of people got therapy in a coach. That's why you got therapy. And even then...
Exactly, Cranky. So I don't want the coach to come out and say that. Tell the people himself, I tried to send him to this and that and he never did. So you have mental issue. Don't make it look like you are the coach.
Yeah.
You are the coach. Yeah. Remember, Sherika Jackson had a mental state of mind that she not supposed to run curving at 200 meters. See?
Right.
They had to rewire her chip to ensure that she knows she have to run curve. Sherika Jackson is doing better at curve because she had a mentality before. So whose responsibility is it? A coach responsibility, but coach, not only to prepare them physically.
But coach, not every mental problem you get fixed, Sherika may have gone to therapist.
Did you attempt to try? That's what I'm saying, Don't come out and like...
No, I understand what you're saying, coach, which is, the coach, you need to help him. If you help him, give him the support system he needs to try to fix the problem. Sometimes it can't be fixed.
So don't come
but
out
I do think Jamaica has an alpha male mentality situation where anything is mentioned about mental is just soft in the way I do. When I understand that the brain is a different organ and works differently. And not most time you can't diagnose this. Why is it people commit suicide who are very, very successful? And people like himself. Because Jamaica people backward sometimes, not Jamaica alone, male-dominated societies are backwards when it comes to those things. Yeah. They don't think that, you know what, the brain is like the heart or like the liver is an organ which may not work how it's supposed to. And therefore, you have to find a way to rejigger the brain to operate normally. So I don't, what Asafa said, my point is this, management. What Asafa said, I didn't have a lot of problem with it, frankly. I didn't.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because Eddie Guna asking your therapist to run curve, Cranky, really?
No. I didn't say about coach mentioned about curve. Your comment is not messed up. A coach mentioned about curve.
Are you the Cranky? Don't drag me it. Are you never fire shot at? Don't ball to me, Cranky.
A coach mentioned about curve.
Don't ball to me.
Hey, this is recorded, so my
clear. Don't ball to me, Cranky. Listen, but you see, some people are viewing mental issue as being a one one track, one variable thing, you know. It goes beyond what
No. I agree. No. I agree with the coach. Management. There's a guy who used to play baseball for the Boston Red Sox named Buckner, right? As I think about a first baseman, don't know you understand baseball, to throw the ball to home plate. You know, at some point he couldn't throw the ball to home plate, management. He got a mental block when he couldn't throw the ball from first base to home plate to the management.
Mm-hmm.
And that happened to another baseman who plays second base. Because sometimes you get a mental block and you can't get over it.
But there are certain things that can be done to assist you in that, you know. That's why I'm saying
yes.
Can't come out and say that and they never make no attempt to do that.
What you're going to say?
Here's another example, management. Here's my last example. So I don't like to fly. Even though I fly a lot, I don't like to fly. And BA, British Airways, as a program for people who don't like to fly, where they go through a series of things them have you do. Come at the airport and walk through flying, walk through turbulence. The end of the program is actually having you fly someplace, right, management? Give you a fear of flying. I don't even work for me because I don't like to fly. I will never not like to fly, even though I do it a lot. But they try to do different things in different parts of your life to help you get over your fears or get over things that don't work for you. Which Coach mentioned, we have a blockage. If you want to run the curve, you can't run the curve, you have a blockage. So what do I do to change your perspective on this and allow you to be able to realize that this is something that's normal, and as an athlete, if you run 200, you have to run the curve, right? Now I'm making fun of Coach, but Eddie Goodness said was funny. But I think we kill Asafa. And yes, every athlete, if you're in some performance field, you're going to get criticized. But I think we should take what he says, really assess what he says, and do some self-reflection.
But Cranky, all right, true, you know, there are things to take from it, and I'm doing that. Remember, I started out by saying this, that Asafa Powell, I still have Asafa Powell as my #1 sprinter ever, you know. Me have Asafa Powell, you know, as a better sprinter than Usain Bolt, you know.
Sure.
In my opinion, you know.
Wait, in this century or a previous century?
No, man, in this century, I think Asafa is a better sprinter.
Just never maximize his potential.
I just think so. And now that I've heard about these injuries, I'm thinking that if he was in the best mental and physical condition in those, Usain Bolt would not have defeated. That's how much I rate him. And I think the government, which they have done, need to honor him. You understand me? That's how highly I rate him.
Manins, at that point I did want to make. Sorry to cut you. You see the problem I have with all of this talk that is happening. It's the same like how the fans have a right to talk, the athletes have a right to talk and vent, right? And it cannot be one track, one-way street, right?
Yep.
Have to be two-way. So if they want to speak, we should not be like back and forth with them, because we speak when they don't do what we want them to do. And don't believe that they don't have goals and things that they want to accomplish. All right? Next point is, I think the precedence has been set by the government. Whereas track and field athletes, sports personalities, I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, get more accolade and recognition than any other athletes, whether you're a footballer, cricketer, whatever. I can't recall any cricketer getting the black book, diplomatic passport.
They're bust at the National Stadium.
How many persons at the National Stadium? The National Stadium is a duel. You have cycling, you have football, you have track
netball, swimming.
And swimming. Mostly the statues that have been erected are those of athletes who do athletics. So it's a precedence that has been set. And like he said, if you're doing your job, you're in the public sphere, don't think you are immune to be criticized. Jamaica, the public tough when it comes out to track and field. Even me see somebody comment, some of them must say out of turns because they don't know some of the intricacies. You understand? But the people and fans will be people and fans. But people and fans also have to recognize that if the athletes want to talk back based on the years of bashing that they have been getting, why not just let them talk?
Coach Minzy, you think Veronica Campbell Brown have been respected by the Jamaica track and field fans?
Yes, but when an next athlete rise, she gets shelf. I saw sports go on in Jamaica.
But we still rate Veronica, though we are here up Shelly.
But Veronica will get shelf. Remember, look at the trend mannings. Merly not a queen.
Brands queen though.
It no matter, queen. When Merly not the era a subside, Veronica Campbell, queen. Queen. When Veronica thing a subside, Shelley and Fraser. When Shelley a subside, Ilian. So me I tell us that we shell people.
So you guys sometimes compare sports. Certain sports they're not comparable. So in netball, we're never number one in the world. In cricket, since the 70s or early 80s, we're not number one in the world. In football,
say that again, Cranky. Say that again.
I said, in a lot of sports, we're not number one in the world.
Which sport in the world has have ever entered a world competition and is top 3?
So, but coach, let me finish my point now. Finish the point. So the point is this: in netball, we're not number one. In boxing, we're number 3. Number one.
We're number 3 in netball, though.
Let me finish the management. Let me finish you could make a coach. Let me finish now. In netball, 3 out of about 10 coaches play. So anyway, we're not number one. Over there. I'm going there. You go hear my point.
Because US basketball champion of the world, and I don't know, so US play.
Finish the man.
And we were number 1 in the world at one point in netball.
So the 7 of them finish and we can talk.
Cranky, we have to stop it right there and correct it on the spot. We can't make it go on.
You don't know the point. You don't know the point.
Right.
You have to hear the thing, you know.
All right, go ahead.
This last half, that's why I jump in. Here the entirety of the comparison I make. So management use other sports as analogies to do comparison with Asafa situation. So in netball, we're not number 1 in the world. In basketball, we're not even close to it. In football, we're not close to it, women or men's. In athletics, whether it's Veronica, whether it's Quarry, whether it's Wint, whether it's Boat, when they win the Olympics, they're number 1 in the entire 7 billion people in the world, and most countries run athletics. There is no comparison with any other sport that we do. None, not even close. Because only about less than 30 countries play cricket, okay? It would be comparative. We're number 1 in football. Where almost every country play football. So when you're doing analogies, make sure the analogies are comparable. Because about 5 people play netball. Point of information. Swimming. But the point I'm making is this: when Veronica Campbell win, when Bolt win, when Wint win, when Quarry win, they're the number. They compete against the rest of the world now. This is not where we had boycotts. America didn't get it for 1980. They compete against everybody in the world.
Point of information.
And they win.
Cranky.
That's why they get so much laudatory comments and praise when they win and get statue.
Cranky.
They're the best in the world.
Cranky. And if it goes by that, that is very well said. But at the end of the day, it is not track. It is track and field. At the end of every championship, they do what you call the medal tally. And which country?
Yeah, coach, only champs that matter, coach. Because we don't feel nothing. We're not cricketer. We are field.
Huh?
We don't track.
The champion matter?
100 meters. We don't care about no discount and no shot with the people overgrown people and throw some heavy ball.
No, Cranky. You're wrong there. That's why you have a medal table. Bronze, silver, and gold. Everything counts. So they would have just have a sprint. Cranky. They would have just have a sprint championship. Come on, Cranky. They would have just have a sprint championship.
Coach, I don't stay up to watch discuss.
I watch it.
I don't stay up to watch that put.
I watch it.
But you can't move. That's you. What I'm saying. The normal everyday fan. So All right, your commenters. We should do a poll, man. How much do you put this cut and shot put versus?
Frankie, you're one person.
No. Man, put a poll up, man. Tell me who care about this cut and shot put versus the 100 meters and 200 meters.
We're talking about a couple seasons ago. We're talking about Frederick Dakers getting a silver medals in the discus. And Odin Richards in the shot put.
That's great to know.
Jermaine Mason.
Hey, Frankie, watch it out.
That's great to know. Everybody in Jamaica talk about that Dakers income, whatever income. Everybody talk about the management. They don't talk about Shellyan. They don't talk about Ilian. They only talk about the person who throw the disco and win.
No, we're not saying that. No, we're not saying that, Cranky. Don't try to.
We don't care. We don't care, management. We don't care.
Cranky. And him get it from World Junior, I'm get him flowers. What you talk, sir?
But Frankie, though, on a serious level, listen, remember the athletes also run for themselves, according to what Asafa said. He said it's just
they have to.
Right. In other words, listen. So when people, I don't agree that when new athletes come on, they're lauded more than the farmer, because we still talk about Herb McKinley. We still talk about Arthur Wint. In fact, there's a road named after Arthur Wint. I think there should be, there's a Merlin Atty High School. So when people say we don't recognize the athlete, Merlin Atty have a school named after her, and that was after she changed her citizenship. She still recognized. There's statue for Veronica Campbell Brown and Shelley and Fraser Price. I know that they're
Usain Bolt for VCB.
Yeah, man, they didn't do some small one for VCB. For Asafa.
I get the point, I said earlier that the precedents had been set bad by the governance of the country, because them only law the track people. What other sports we in to, even though they might be the top tier.
We lost people who have accomplished things on a worldwide level. They get most of the accolades.
Walsh was the world record holder once in cricket.
Well, they name
But West Indies never good.
But you can't talk about West Indies. He's a Jamaican.
But man, we're talking about winning. So if I do really well and my team does poorly, I may be recognized, but I won't get the same recognition if I don't win, man. That's the point.
No, but what I'm saying though, you cannot use that Cranky because really and truly, Asafa Powell never won any individual.
Exactly, and he might get big bam statue and stadium. Win.
No, but no. Here's what confusing. Asafa Powell never won the big events.
Mm-hmm.
Asafa Powell has won a ton of races. Tons.
But Chris Gale has a ton of runs. He man dominate IPL. Courtney Walsh was a world record holder once in bowling.
No, coach. He'll get enough recognition.
He
gets a ton of recognition
from the government. We are talking from the government.
From which government?
Not the government. I'm saying just in general, he gets a lot of recognition from the world.
I'm talking about the government, Cranky, the precedents that has been set to only track and field.
But you can't use Jamaica government for example for anything.
So what we are talking about?
But the point we are making is that the athletes must talk, But the truth is, more than any other sporting body, track athletes have Donald Quarry High School, Arthur Wint Drive,
Drive.
Well, Merlin Atty High School.
There's one cricketer that him not get no statue or something there.
And statues and things.
Yeah.
So I am saying that sometimes
plus the athletes are they get a monthly stipend from the Ministry of Sports or the government again. No other sport no get that I know.
And they can earn more. They can earn more from their individual, especially the top ones competing in the Diamond League.
What do you mean, man?
So management.
But the president is set there.
Yeah.
Management and coach. In England, they allocate funding to their athletes based on prior performance. You know that. So certain sports don't get funded or don't get the same level of funding if they don't do well in the prior Olympics, for example. People now support failure in management, they must support success.
But Cranky, there are some up-and-coming athletes who have never done anything globally for Jamaica. But for the stretch of the year, they get a monthly money.
Well, I don't know what the rationale is, but I assume they're saying they have potential to do well, so they have to help them get there.
Well, you hear your example why the British people them do what when them do? All right.
Yeah, but they do it based on past performance and expectation of performance going forward.
But I'm telling you, there's no performance from some of the persons and them get.
All right.
But no, of course, you're confusing, of course. It's a sport, not necessarily the individual, no. They contribute to the sport, and the athletes are part of that sport.
So no other sport contribute to sport in Jamaica.
Let me ask you something, Cranky. Every time you hear about swimming in Jamaica, which name comes to mind?
There's only one name.
Who?
The lady who was based in Florida.
Ali Atkinson.
Yeah, she's the only one name.
All right.
There's only one name. And she's done well.
Tell me one thing that has been done in Jamaica for her.
Because Jamaicans are not necessarily... swimming doesn't have the same prominence as some of the other sports, does it?
It don't matter.
In Jamaica.
Remember, Asafa Powell's argument is that you need to go and do all of these things for the athletes. Like, we need to go to training and all of that. I am saying that, listen, we don't do that for the swimmers. We don't
get only for record and win titles.
Yeah, we don't do that for the footballers. I think the greatest appreciation is given to our track and field star.
So you guys are putting Asafa right now, in my view.
More than our footballers. Yeah?
Money's man. Here's what you're missing with Asafa is saying. I don't think Asafa was making an analogy of comparing any other sport. If I decipher what he's saying, is basically this. When a person is an athlete, you have to try to support the athlete because of the athlete discipline they're involved in. So when the athlete is training, encourage them. I don't think he's saying, well, only do it for track and field. That's not what I heard him saying now. I think what he's saying is that, you know what, support the person who's trying to accomplish something so they can deliver, so they know you have their encouragement. Don't just beat them down.
Cranky, I dissect what wasn't said.
But he's talking about sports. He's talking about track and field. No, coach. We are the one who branch out into other sports, you know.
No, all right. Let's keep.
I'm just telling you the precedents that was set, you know. I started the argument, you know. I'm saying there are other sporting personalities who has done well. Make it the balance across the board. Coach. That's all I'm saying.
No, coach. I don't hear Asafa said anything about other personalities. He's talking about track and field.
Right. So I'm saying, Cranky, he's talking about track and field and what all persons are criticizing the athletes. And I am saying they would have gotten a lot of recognition because so many things would have been done for them. So I'm saying, if you want to go there, talk about other sports that athletes would have done well and they have not gotten any recognition. That's all.
So you're saying the more you get, the more you should be criticized. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that.
Did
I say that? I tell you, you're trying to deduct what people are saying, you know.
I am deducing what you're saying because you're saying they have gotten a lot. So to those who have gotten a lot, much criticism is deserved.
Too much is given, much is required.
But everybody, once you're in the public, Cranky, once you're in the public sphere, you should
expect criticism.
I have gone on forums when you had the COVID happening, and when the government go on, you know why people deal with the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Me I tell us the Jamaicans then have cater who you be. Once you're in a public office, them are gonna criticize you.
But management and coach, it's not sometimes the criticism, you know, it's how the criticism is delivered, you know, management.
And you're right. You're right.
This is why I'm saying that's why I started out by saying
criticism.
The fans should not disrespect the athletes. But when somebody's going to say call and say management, the vloggers and the people in Jamaica need to stop saying the girls are slow. That is disrespectful.
That is not disrespectful.
Okay, so they say they're not fast.
Women play football slower than male, obviously. What is disrespectful about that?
No, coach. No, that was the point they're making. What they're basically saying is that compared to the competition, if you look at Mexico or even Costa Rica, the US, Canada, we weren't the most fleet-footed team amongst all those teams we played against. Haiti.
So, Cranky, the obvious is...
You know what is funny, coach? I have a big question for Cranky.
The obvious is disrespectful, Cranky.
Are people supposed to come on platforms and say like the players are not good? The football.
No. Here's the thing. I'm not saying we saying kids that the girls are slow, because they're slow.
No,
it's not, but
no, man. Asafa, all right, let me move from the girls. Asafa.
They're not good. Go ahead.
Asafa and the Reggae Boys. When we were watching the World Cup qualifiers, I heard people say like certain players not even supposed to put on back the Jamaican jersey. Yeah. I remember I went down and said, listen, don't say that because the man is out there giving. Give what? Give what? Who him? Yo, them man, them not right.
Them up his Sibaka jersey.
Them listen, they must take back them Jamaican citizenship. They are a disgrace to Jamaica and football. And we're not even calling the coach by name. We call him that man. What do you call Such man.
But Manning's man. We're not saying that's right in the Manning's man. What we're saying is that there's a way. It's not what you say in the Manning's man. A lot of times, how you say it, right? So you have the right to criticize if you don't like something, regardless of what it is you're criticizing about. You have a right to criticize, but sometimes you can't. We're sometimes overly disrespectful.
But Cranky, hold on, the Cranky. Me, I do a comment upon the game, right? And I'm saying the girls are moving the ball. The transition is very slow, and they should up the tempo and improve on their transition. Am I being disrespectful there?
No, not that.
No,
that's not disrespectful. That's not disrespectful.
Once in a public eyes.
That's your opinion on how they're playing.
Yeah.
No, if you say the girls are slow, look, I've criticized Khadija Shah. People know that. I don't pull it back. I said she needs to spend more time in the gym.
No, that's not what you said.
You said she was fat or overweight.
I didn't say she was. I never even know her fat.
See, Ramsey.
Overweight then.
Too much KFC. I didn't say she was fat.
Isn't that so? If you can say that, why can't I say Asafa is a choker? If I believe that,
no man say can't say it.
That's
but
what
when you say something.
What he's saying is that
no.
What he's saying is that before we go and criticize the athletes, we need to go to their trainings in the morning and encourage them.
I think what Asafa should say is, look, I think Asafa is in his feelings, and we understand that. But what he should say is that, look, you got to provide encouragement, just like you provide criticism. Because sometimes athletes are undergoing certain situations which are very, very difficult, and it's not transparent to the public in general.
Listen.
But criticism is natural.
But when me ask the Cranky, the man have a right to talk. You know why? We are criticized and we don't know they ain't got you. That now gonna stop the criticism, you know. Even when the people know they got you, you know. That now gonna stop the criticism. You know? Because people coming up, the teachers them.
Right.
The teachers go through a lot too. And when people come in a classroom, even parents come and see how teachers them operate. They say, Lord God, we can't do this. We deserve better than this. But tomorrow morning, make one something happen. I see them people them criticize again. And that may I tell you. So that
I agree. That's a fact.
Listen, man says we talk about hacker.
I have no comment on Haka. I think Haka did a wonderful job in this country. I think Haka was wonderful, and I'm glad he's in retirement. And I'm glad that thing they found him was fake and wasn't real. So Haka, thanks for your service.
So
we should never criticize when them the profession. When them playing, we can criticize them. When they leave, there's no more criticism warranted. I fully agree with that.
Yeah.
So why Khadija play? My point on Khadija. She's a brilliant footballer. But you have to give yourself the best chance to succeed. I don't think she's doing it with her physical disposition at this moment. I'll use those words.
And I will say, listen, Asafa is still one of my top sprinters. I said all of those things. And I'll say it again. I think he's a better sprinter when you talk about form and stuff than Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt is the greatest of all time. Usain Bolt is greater and faster than Asafa. But I think when you look at Asafa's form over the 100 meter, I think his form as a sprinter, to me, I find it better than Usain Bolt. But Usain Bolt is the greatest sprinter of all time. And I'll keep on saying that. So I have a lot of respect for him. I think he has been criticized a lot because he did not win the big events a lot. I think if he had done that, some of the criticism would have been lesser than normal. And that's what I believe, right? And that's just it. And he has to live with that. You
But
can't.
to add to that, you know, Manins, Asafa still have to be grateful, you know. You know why? The people of Jamaica, you know, matter what them criticizing, they love him same way, you know. You know
exactly.
why? Me see them line up in a stadium, Manins. You see them both name call. Woo! You see when Asafa name call and they announcing whatever, a stadium lift up. All of them know that Asafa now go win.
I tell you, coach.
And then I see him rest,
Here's what you guys are missing. No, here's what you guys are missing. Here's what you guys are missing, management and your coach are missing. So when you get an evaluation, you're on your job, and your manager give you an evaluation, and it's based on 10 categories. You may be great in 9 categories of management. You know the only one you see? The one which say you have a developmental need in a management.
That is
the next 9 don't really matter. The one that says, well, Cranky doesn't do this well, is the one you see. And this one you want to talk about. You're talking about the 9 things you did great, you know. That's how criticism is.
Because the criticizers highlight the negative.
Of course. Listen what Dapper Agent said to me. Dapper Agent is a Jamaican mindset. I live in the US and I can give my family in Jamaica 11 months out of the year. And at one time, they feel they need it and I can't deliver. The criticism turn up.
That's what we just explained, that the criticism...
Dapper, he has no excuse. They are foreign. That has to run. Dapper has no excuse. Oh, give them money.
It's true. We agree with him.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Asafa would have done a plethora of things, and the one thing him can deliver, that is the only thing people remember. And then Blaze. So Jamaica.
There are 2 things you can deliver. World Championship and Olympics. 2 things.
Well, when I say one thing, I mean globally. Because when I say globally, you have Olympics, you have Commonwealth, you have a World Championship.
But management, you know who was like that? Herb McKinley, you know?
Herb
McKinley was like that.
Did Herb McKinley win an individual gold medal?
Nope. Arthur Wint did. McKinley didn't. And McKinley was always the favorite.
Yeah, and they said Herb was always the favorite.
Yeah, Herb was always the favorite, and Wint won and he didn't. That's why Wint get Arthur Wint driving in. What did McKinley get?
Yeah, coach, what Herb McKinley get?
Herb?
No, he never get no Herb.
Silver. I'm good. Remember.
But see, management
is anything named after Herb McKinley?
I don't remember, but I know he have one thing done or something there. He have a statue, I think.
He has a statue, yeah. And but there's also in Drive, but there's no. I don't know. But Cranky, listen a little bit more, because there's something else interesting that as a coach I want Coach Minty to talk about. Listen to Asafa.
All right, cool.
With them guys, with them one out here, so don't stress out the athlete. None of you guys not going to pay nobody bill. None of come buy a grocery giveaway. So leave the athletes alone and support the athletes. Whenever they don't run well, just pick them up and support them.
All right.
And some of you guys were cussing up.
All right, what are they? Coach Minty, talk to me about that.
Me don't like that now come buy grocery part right there. It go down a level where I wouldn't come and say that. You understand? Support them when them now do well. I think Jamaicans support the athletes. We have been spoiled in a winning mentality where we always like winning. And if an athlete now do well, they are going to talk about it. It's just something that you can't get away from. Next, you see if Civil look start win, boom, support. You see when Civil start farm full, boom, criticism. May I tell you that? I saw the Jamaican fan base are wagoners to begin with. And you can't get that out of them. Because it's all already.
Yep. So listen what
I want to see him when I come around and I beg and I ask exactly the help on him. Someone want to see him one. Someone want to see him one I beg. I see him on the road and I beg and I this and that.
Man,
hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. And just
it sounds very personal to me.
Man, you're a hypocrite. Well, you beg the man and I criticize the man for. Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
It must have to be personal, man.
It must be a personal thing.
It has to be personal.
You know, because he's saying that someone else see the athletes them when they retire, unless see them on road. Stop them and beg them things. When a hypocrite. So I don't know. It's so it's so like
but it have to be personal. But you see, Mannings, one thing I can say for true, you see with them background and with them face and all of these things.
Yeah.
Them go through a lot, and sometimes the fans them not really.
Hold on, Balakar. Why?
They don't really understand what the athletes them go through behind the scene. So you see, because we don't know that, or some people don't know, the expectation is great because of what? The talent that they see. But they don't know that the athlete have a little niggle, but yet still they must say the athlete nah do well, a wagwan, he nah run good if he go retire. But sometimes Johan Blake came on my channel and the man said last Olympic, him pull out because him have a injury and him never know about it. If him never pull out of the 200 meter, him probably would have dead because prior to reaching
hernia.
America, him have to run go do an appendix operation right away.
Yeah.
Here, he pulled out of the 200 meter again because he had a swollen foot.
Yeah, and they look like serious because they said they had to drain fluid out of it.
So you see, when would he pick up this? It could be before him reaching to the world championship, you know.
Yeah.
And you see, sometimes, Mannings, the athletes will have a little niggle and they not talk. They rather if go out there. And that me not agree with because they know what they want to try to see a face.
Yep.
You understand? But they really go through a lot. And sometimes the expectation is great and they don't know what happened to them. The man did injured. You see, from him running first round, Mannings, I said to one of my brethren, yo, something to your on foot. Nobody can tell me nothing. I said that. Something to your foot. I message the person and say, yo, me worried about you and me feast or something to him foot. But do my research, find out. Everybody I say him good. And me I say, no man, something wrong, man. Then me a news item come out say him that wear one foot cast. So he's doubtful for the 200. Then me go see man run this.
Run again. Yeah.
I said, nah, man, this still feels or something to him. And then last evening, correspondent said, foot swell up. And guess what? They still have him in a pool for the relay.
That is the thing. Balakar, I don't know if you know anything about track and field skills, so I really want to hear what you have to say now.
Man. You want me to say, man? Asafa Powell and my runner. You see me?
Yeah.
Asafa Powell make Jamaican know in a 2000 era. No all and Asafa Powell is sub 10 king. And when me they say to you, footballer do it, cricketer do it, and money over legacy, yeah? Cause when an athlete done and then win 25 medal, and by the time 3 years time, and no money to maintain themselves. So when time people say Asafa Powell not deliver in an Olympic and World Championship, I only think that they can say man not deliver in a can win a common world gold medal. No people don't know that.
But Balakar, you get money when you perform a World Championship, you know.
Of course,
so if you talk about that, if a man not talk about money and you go to a World Championship, if you win in the past, you used to get 130 grand. It move up to 50 now or 70 then now. And if you break a championship record, you get 100 K. So if you talk about money over legacy, going to the World Championship and having a legacy, you can also reap the rewards.
Coach, may you know say, you're not going to break no record, so I know World Championship. And if you win one gold medal in a World Championship, that still can maintain him after he left World Championship. Because 2 months time that dead. Because training in field them and anything there. Me here to play a voice note or a clip in a management.
Me go finish play. Me I wait until I finish, man.
Yeah, boy. You see how him attack you know and only the highlight the part there. I want to go find one next clip when him himself come contact and say, enough I Jamaican athlete them when you was train with other day before him retire. Him used to have the help almost the whole of them out of him one pocket. So Jamaica no come on board and sponsor none of athlete them. A fee money him have to use out of him pocket and like give them supplement, help them buy little things to put on the table. So we have to give Asafa, you understand me?
We give Asafa credit.
Never,
Why do you think so we not give Asafa credit, brother? Like, me don't want people get the impression.
right. If him never smart and like putting head and putting money to use and everything, they probably Asafa that broke now.
And we happy for that. We don't want the athlete them for broke Balakar. And we agree that the government, what we're saying is that the government can help athletes, you know, even more, you know. But it's not just athletes that need help.
Yeah.
Balakar, you know, say one school alone in a Jamaica lose 22 teachers, one high school, because the salary is not enough.
Yeah.
One high school alone, 22 teachers gone overseas because the salary was not good enough.
And man, that is one school. That is one school in Jamaica.
All right, man, this man, I'm going to call a footballer name to you. And you remember this ball I used to play for Chelsea named Oscar?
Yes.
You know, say Oscar no catch 38. Hey, you ever Oscar said before when he left Chelsea? Man say when him retire from football, you know want to know say you have 25 trophy. You want to know say you have money can maintain himself and his family for a long time. So some of the time we have to pray we can just go and say, all right, we go win this, yes, and we go win this, that. All right. The next thing is.
But Balakar, hold on before you go to the next thing. You see? Me get what you're saying now. Sometimes these things have to put into context. Because the more you win, the more endorsement deals come on board. The more endorsement deals, listen, man. The more endorsement deals come on board, the better your legacy will be, you know.
But,
so I don't want you to say man enough to win. All them all get money if they now put it the trajectory to winning.
Remember say Asafa Powell lose Diamond League race, you know.
I know that.
He will ever win.
But I know every athlete are going to win Diamond League now, so you can't say no winnings.
All right.
Come on, if you try to get a win at a world, a global title
to get endorsement and get big up appearance money at the Diamond League.
Big appearance money when him go up on the Diamond League circuit.
All right. That of the other athletes. Back in the past, that was never a problem for Asafa Powell. But listen to what me say now. Suppose him not good enough to run 3 rounds, them coach.
Who?
Asafa Powell.
Who not good enough to go 3 rounds? So yeah, if
no,
you say that,
me just a say no.
If you say that, if Asafa reach a lot of finals, not tell me say I'm not good for go 3 rounds. And if you say that, that means Stephen Francis is not good.
So I choke, all right, I'm my runner. I'm say it all the time. Me feel say when you reach finals and then sitting there, you freeze up.
But the man say him have injuries. The man say him have injuries.
Yeah, he say he was injured.
He have injured.
We can't say a freeze up. We can't always say a mental thing. That's why I never agree with the coach say that. The man have injuries.
So no, the man has clarified why those things. All of those major championship, you went there with grind issue, you went there with ankle issue, you went there with shoulder issues.
Yeah. And you see, especially the grind injury right now. I do the 200 meter, you know. Asafa has a sub 20 time in a 200, you know.
Yeah, that is true.
Balakar.
Coach. All right, go ahead, Balakar, and then we'll go play the rest of the clip because he said something more after the grocery thing and begging for the money. Him lick out for YouTubers too. Hold on.
May I say, I see him thing that happened to my girl, Elaine Thompson, now, you know. He must carry a lot of injury, you know, because him shoulder, you know.
Him?
Remember say, She
Oh.
can't push off on her. She can't push off on her. Country talk, man. She can push off on her shoulder how she want to start, coach. She can't get a fast start, She will come
Hold
out
on,
and
Balakar. Hold on, man. Me no like when you talk out of turns, brother. She had that issue, yes. She had the Achilles issues. However, it is said that she is pain-free. So don't use that as not something there. If better you say, because of the early setback, she never get to do a lot of work. But don't use that.
Hold on there, Balakar. Me press a bad button here. Sorry, Balakar.
Hello, I'm a coach.
No, me press a bad button. Yeah, man, we hearing you now, Balakar.
Yeah, man, we just watch out for her in I 200.
Yeah, go watch
Don't take it with ease,
All right, then. Bless up. Listen to the rest of what Asafa Powell says.
Anything we Asafa say, me I work with,
Me know say that you work.
I'm bad.
All right. All right. Watch this though, coach. Listen to this.
You guys to know, we don't owe you guys anything. We don't owe nothing. We just owe it to ourselves and our family. That's it. We owe it to ourselves. Because at the end of the day, when we start our career, none of you guys wasn't there to support us. You know what I mean? We go through tough times and people keep asking, what happened to the men? You know how much hardship you used them to go through? Some of them, we have some good sprinters now, but I talk to some of them, they can't find fear for good training. Can't find fear if they don't get the help. Like a lot of you guys, you should, Akeem Blake, you guys should hear his story. I was traveling in the car with the man one time, and the man tell me his story how he used to travel. The man used to travel from way out of, what is the name, Hanover, come a town every day to come try train, sleep on bus and all them something there. You guys should listen to the athlete them story, man. And then enough of you guys would really understand how tough it is. Can't find fear. They don't know where to live. Which part them ever live? They don't know if to live when they have no boarding place where athletes just go board and then everything just pay for and taxi fare pay for everything. None of that now happens. So I mean, we help as much as we can help, but we can't help everybody because we have to help ourselves as well, and we have to help with family. We have family now. We still have family. Family not change, and our bills don't stop. So we can't help everybody. You understand? Time athletes are run with so much pain, like we not so much pain when we run. Sometime we it's like we said to ourselves, all right. I feel like I can run through that pain, you know. Feel like I can go out there and finish the race through that pain. You go there and just make it, you mash up your foot worse. Because it's like you want it so much. Because, you know, sometimes you say, you know, this is the last chance or do or die, in a sense of finals. You don't want to miss out on the finals. But sometimes you have to just give it up, you know, and you just can't do it. I saw Fred Curley. He won the 100 meters and him feeling something in his hamstring and him just jogged the 200. You know, end up just jog the 200. Him never won. Him never go if he lose. Him only want to win the 200, but things happen. If you and they go there and do the same thing, the amount of cuss. But the difference with both of them is that they're more understanding. Jamaican people don't want to understand. The minute you say somebody, oh yeah man, him done, him career done. What if you go sit down? That's true. And run yesterday. Oh, Fred Curley must have been feeling something, you know, you can see the grimps and him, the whatever upon him face and him, you know, blah blah blah, all of them something there, because they're more understanding. You know what I mean? Jamaicans, they need to support, man. Just support. You know, find out what happened before and just jump to conclusion. Don't know nothing. I realize everybody turn sports analyst now. All people who know nothing about sport, take up on YouTube, every single body a sports analyst and have a clue But nothing want go on. But everybody want on sport analyst. No know about sport. No know about running.
Oh, you mean that's
At times when the other countries, when the athletes get from the other countries, we're shame. It's like we're shame as athletes. You know? Remember 2008 when we win the Olympics and brought the world record and all them something there. I remember Trinidad I say, yo, we get this man, they must say, let that go on. You know, it's like every year when, you know, the athletes perform, you know, I mean, we come home and them do a good celebration, but let me not downplay it, not a little celebration, not a big celebration, you know, but at the end of the day after a celebration, then what, you know? Then what? I see him thing again, I go home, turn on with light and just a bun light and just a pay light bill and
just for the bill business and the grocery business.
Car, this, gas, food,
Yeah,
family. Bills them did the same way. You know, them not disappear. So it's just that, you know, sometimes it's just a little embarrassing, you know, when us as big athletes and Jamaicans love big up themselves and big up their chest, and that's all you guys get from this, you know. When the athletes go out there and win, everybody a post and a run and I say, yeah man, we big, we look about with Talawa. Look about with Talawa and bad mind too. Bad mind and ungrateful. That's what I see. I see the whole thing as. You know, I mean, you guys just get a kick out of all of this. But then when the athletes don't perform well, everything change. What if one day none of the athletes don't do anything at the championships? What am I gonna do? Sometimes I even say, what if I did not stay in Jamaica? What if 2001 when we leave high school, me never stay at Jamaica? Me go college. Would I never go professional? I would never be professional in Jamaica. Would I never have nobody if I run up and down and I say, yeah man, we broke world record. What if a lot of these things? And the idea Jamaica is not really for everybody. Maybe some of the athletes need to leave and go elsewhere to train. Maybe it's just not for everybody. Why some of the athletes not performing well? Some perform better when they go somewhere else to go train. Maybe it's not for everybody. But anyway, hope I'm going to enjoy the World Championships, and I'm going to go check my father now. My father's birthday today, so I'm going to go check my father.
All right, Coach Vinzi, what you say about that? All of you people coming on YouTube and comment video about track and field. You don't know about track and field? You can run?
No, a man say you know about sports. You know anything about sports analyst? But as again, my stance, you know, money.
You want to say apologize?
Well, my stance is that, you know, I cannot object to what he's saying because people criticize with you. We can't object. A man does a vent. See, like how when we watch a sport and we come and we talk, the man a talk back, so.
But if a YouTuber too, you know. If a YouTuber too,
yeah,
you know.
my YouTuber too, so I don't know.
But what I'm saying though, it is not just track athlete have a trouble far, you know. Look from when these things are going on. Remember, there was a time when people from I did a video with Linval, Paula Wilson, and those guys who used to leave from Westmoreland, take buses, come to Kingston, have nowhere to sleep. They have to sleep in an attic. So the thing I'm saying is that this is not just a track and field issue. It is, and yes, there's a place for us to do better. But brethren, watch this now. It's not track and field alone. Netballers go through it. The footballers in the school go through it. So does that mean that we're not supposed to criticize the football? Because if Asafa is right, you know, we should not be criticizing our national football team. If Asafa is right, there's no criticism for the administrators because unless you know what they're going through, unless you know how their bills are being paid and the struggles that they have, and the pain that they have to endure, you're not supposed to criticize. Before you have, what you need to do is to encourage them. So we need to do some investigation, find out what is going on in the life of my crickets. We need to find out about his bill being paid and water bill and light bill. We need to find out how he's managing with grocery, because he may be struggling with those. and then we can criticize.
Listen to me. I never say this without reservation. I've always been saying this, man. See, criticism can be done. Where I have a problem if the analysts are going to be disrespecting the athletes. You understand?
Yeah.
Hold on, caller. Let Coach Mills finish.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
So again, the Prime Minister gets a whole lot of criticism. You're not doing nothing for crime. You see what they them fix up something. And the man said, this is all the Prime Minister can do when he could have a deal with this, and a slew of criticism. People are very difficult to please.
Coach Vinci, they are Ochi. And every December, my kids, them safe brethren, when we're there in the center, we feed the street people. We go buy KFC, we buy big deal. You know, time I go buy the big deal, where the man on the street ask me, say, if me couldn't buy 6 piece, brother.
Mm-hmm.
The point is, no matter what you do, if you don't want to be criticized, be nothing, do nothing, say nothing.
Nobody will see and know you.
There you go. Carla, welcome to the show. What say you?
Yes, I don't necessarily agree with everything Powell has said still, but your comparison, I make still, I'm not to agree with that either. I mean, an administrative role.
No, man, I was just tongue in cheek, the administration. But should we criticize the footballers?
All right. I think, of course, everybody is.
So why we can't criticize the track and field
especially
athlete? Okay.
But I'm not saying you shouldn't.
Okay. Okay.
That's not my point, really. I'm just looking at it from the perspective that, let us say, hypothetically speaking, the footballers perform poorly, right? It is, as a group, you have 11 of them on the field. You understand me? While it's not a team sport, make it a lot more personal. We try a footballer can say, boy, we lose because the goalie give it a goal, or we lose because the defender, whatever. You understand me? And versus a personal, even alone out there running, so it might, you understand me, take it a little more personal, which is why it might allude to things maybe going through and whatever, because it's a, I don't know, maybe because of the whole physicality, might have a slight injury, whatever, and it's not like about a supporting teammate that can, cover for whatever issues or minor issues like a footballer, may have, because maybe one person may not be playing the best, but the team is playing so good that it doesn't show up. While in athletics, it's quite obvious. You understand me? So I don't know, maybe from that perspective.
Yeah, but listen, I agree. Let me say it again. Coach Minzy and I, we both agree that our athletes must be taken care of. Nobody is arguing that. We believe young athletes, senior athletes. Coach Minzy and I will say to you that we would want the government to build more track and field stadium right across Jamaica, get the perfect equipment in all our schools. We all agree with that. There should be some packages to help all our sports people. I have talked to many footballers. They are footballers, the unsung ones, people out there. They are footballers. I can call names who they don't live. People have to build house. Grocery have to be sent to them. People who represent Jamaica. My issue is not with those things. My issue, those things are there and they must be dealt with. We have to find ways of dealing with our athletes. But somehow I get in all of this because he says Jamaicans. This sounds like Jamaican people don't appreciate their athletes. And it is not true. You can say that the Jamaican government the Jamaican government does not take good care or enough care of its athletes. But the Jamaican people has always supported its track and field athletes. When the athletes don't do well, there are some who go overboard in their criticism, and that is wrong. But for the most part, growing up, I have not heard anybody disrespecting Herb McKinley and his achievements, or Arthur Wint, or Grace Jackson, or Veronica Campbell Brown. I have not heard anyone come out and disrespected Shelley and Fraser Price. I've not heard people so. That is the issue I have. It is sounding to me like, listen, what Asafa is saying, that when the athletes don't do well, go out and support them still. We support them still. Again, I will say it. Though Hyde finished what? Finished down the field in his finals. I have not heard any criticism. People lauded him for his performance. Let's go to Oblique Seville. He did not get a medal. People lauded him. Young Akeem Blake. People lauded him. People were saying that we believe Kemba Nelson should come back to Jamaica. Brianna Williams did not qualify. People have not come out and criticized, except some have said maybe she need to change coaches, right? And people say that Kevona Davis is burnt out on the collegiate scene. That is not bad criticism. So why can't we, why aren't the people allowed?
All right, let me tell you what happened though.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of expectation versus disappointment. You understand me? When you set a high standard, so for example, like Yohan, him really came out with a bang. You understand me? And when people have that high expectation and hope, and then he doesn't perform for whatever reason, personal or other reasons, then people are a lot more disappointed. So hence a stronger criticism. And it happens in all aspects of life. For example, if I hear them say Pastor Pitney are the bodies,
yeah.
Now it's because them expect a pastor's child to uphold or behave a particular way. But yet when they behave like ordinary kids, them say them are the bodies, which is based on expectation. So I guess that is why some athletes get a more harsh criticism than some.
Listen.
So they may take it a little bit more personal because
I have Jamaicans, I have friends, I have two friends who purchase tickets to go and watch almost every race that the Jamaicans are in Oregon. They go there with their Jamaican flag. They wave the flag for every athlete. They take pictures with the winners and the losers. I do not like, and the footballers say the same thing too, and I have a problem with it. When people criticize them, they say that the fans don't support them. And it comes across like no matter what they do on the field, you're supposed to say great performance. You're supposed to say good job, keep up the good work, no matter what they do. And I'm saying that it cannot be that way. That is the issue I have.
No, if money, sorry. You see, and the hypocrisy term was used,
Yes, so we are hypocrites. Yeah.
And some of the fans are, some of my fans are really hypocrite for sure. Sporting fans, some of them are hypocrite. And I'll put my motor on top. But many times people say things and athletes use it as a motivational tool.
Yeah.
Why there's always a pushback where you have to believe that people are against you, people don't like you, and whatever. Use it as motivation, no? That's what Yohan did, Use the criticism as motivation and boom, 9-8. But something happened after that, I believe. He get hurt. So the performance gone back down. What's his name? The footballer there. Boza. So when the people then criticize him, he does use it to motivate him. Look at what happened. Boza tear down Russia. So sometimes can't really get up in our feelings and And not to say that the people, you know, say hurtful things.
Which is wrong.
Which is wrong. People criticize, but don't get personal.
Personal and disrespect.
Not
Exactly.
disrespect the people, them,
Yeah.
they not
And
put on no
we as
jersey again. They not retire.
yeah.
I agree with them something there.
And we as Jamaicans also, we don't really pick with words. we say anything that come out of our mouth. You understand me? And sometimes you can say the same thing in a different way without having being, blatantly disrespectful. So I guess maybe some of those things, you understand me, may contribute to the whole emotional response from some of the athletes. Because we don't really pick them out. And even when you come, even living overseas and stuff, you told some people you have exceptions. You have people, we as Jamaicans, we just said it to come out mouth. And I've experienced it. And me personally had to adjust that because I'll say something and somebody turn. I'm gonna say, no, I never really mean it like that. You understand me? So, people get into them feelings and I said, no, I have to apologize really. I said, no, I didn't mean it like that. That's how we are. So I guess, we can be a little more, but it's just like that. And you'd say, boy, them come from Jamaica, them should understand. But things and times change. People are getting a little more, touches as people that say. So, people pride get hurt easily. And then because of the advent of the internet and everything is out there, so and everybody's seeing what everybody's saying, people get a little more, emotional about things.
Yeah. Like that is, and sometimes in the heat of the moment, I know a lot of people say several things that are not right. And I for one always say, listen, criticize, but don't disrespect. All right. Listen, Hans Parchment did not finish his race. I don't hear people coming out cussing him.
Sometimes it's given the circumstances still enough.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. In Ansi Parchment, people knew that he sustained an injury. Johan Blake, Asafa Powell, and others, persons did not know. So they
exactly.
So they speak based on their expectation of you doing well, rather than knowing that you might be having a condition. Hey, you see, track and field is a terrible sport, The victory is nice, Mannings. But you don't know where people hey, you see let's stop here, man, because me is a coach. I want to on the work, brethren. We know ease up.
See the Texas spirit of the hide from the media and start hiding from me. But I just want to
brother. Respect.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up yourself, Ron. Football training hard in the Mannings. When you say track and field training, I don't want easy training. And we as coaches, when we see people are vomit and then sitting there, we laugh.
But coach, listen, all right, let me tell you this. Christopher Taylor pulled up in the Olympics last year. Was it World Indoors?
World Indoors,
right? I mean, never hear people are cussing or anything.
That most of the things that them talk about Christopher Taylor is that
come down to 200.
Burnout. Some people saying we're going to do 200 and 100.
Yeah.
But you have other people are still a minute sector where I say him career done because him burn out a calabar. You understand? So you have weird a plethora of variables why people say things and reasons behind what they say, but at the same time, if you're criticizing,
look for the one here. Look for the one here. Man say if Jaffe and Brown can still play a ball, an athlete who get criticized can still run because Jaffe get a whole heap of beat for the regular. You talk about Alphas.
Alphas, Akka, yeah.
Talk about Alphas.
But Mannings and everybody threshold high, Criticism threshold might low, so as you get two, you shrivel up and gone.
You know what is funny, Coach Asafa? Paul talk about it. Asafa will come on social media, call people hypocrite, and bandwagonists, and he will call out people and beg him. But it's the same man we say people need for support, You come on no. And you call the people them you call the fans them hypocrite. You call the fans them ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Yeah. You call the fans them bad work. The fans them. You're not even say there are some. You said the Jamaicans. You put everybody in our big group. Listen to the people them deal with Michael Hector.
But you know what the
Bobby
thing
Reed.
that is,
People say Bobby Reed. They must take back Bobby Reed when he missed the goal.
but man, you know what's the door? I can Asafa my brethren, big up yourself. Hey, man, I can see Asafa watching a football match, you know.
And that never tell. No, me have a football story with him. Me sorry, say me never that video. Because me see my football match.
All right.
Me see my football match.
About.
Me see my football match.
So him to put himself in a fan shoes at the same time too. Him a fan, you don't need to go watch a football match.
Yeah, that's got me. So it's just some of the things that are just in the heat at the moment. But truthfully, we have to treat all our sports people better still.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Of course, listen, man. You mean say if a man cause a hacker?
You mean, man? That's why I use the analogy there, you know. So if as a fan watching that exporting, goes too.
Right.
But at the end of the day, as we say, if you are probably not do it in a public space where everybody are going to hear still, you know what I mean? But I have always said this, and I will always live by this. Criticize the people them, but ensure that when you're criticizing, you are being fair in your criticism and not to be disrespectful.
Yeah, and I always say this, when you criticize, if you find out, like, no, for all of the people who are complaining about Asafa Powell failing and choker, know that he has come out and stated to you that in all of these major championships, when he completed the trials, he had major injuries. No, you can say, well, boy, I apologize, because you understand me? Because that is also good enough to come back out and say those things, because sometimes that is what happened. But we have to take it like that. You understand me? And so we should be fair. Yes, Brendan, I think so too. We should be fair to Shakari.
But me defend Shakari, Brendan. Me defend Shakari. Me always I say me like her. And she bring to his sport a nice vibe. People cuss me and say a foolishness me attack when me I defend her.
What do you mean? So this man I said that I'm trending downwards to some of the other Jamaican vloggers levels now higher. Time to move back up your usual standard. Let me say it again. No one is exempt of criticism. Let me say that. Let me tell you, when we go to Bible, 1 week, some people take off their clothes, then cut palm leaf and put on the street, put Jesus on the ass.
Make it donkey right,
donkey. Give him that, and everybody a shout, Hosanna, 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 blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. The next week,
crucify
him stand up and a criminal and him dead. And them say, who do you want? The people send them, give with the thief and crucify him. Brethren, when you're out in the public, you are not exempt from criticism, but people should not get disrespectful. Now, in Jamaica, everything is disrespect. If you go and say, well, go on, man start say, yo, how we are getting this signal there? This me, you know. If you call to man in a boy, I want to you. Everything in Jamaica, especially for our male population, is disrespect. You understand me? I'm gonna tell the next man morning, this some boy, this me, you know. Hey, I'm gonna look on a man girl. Hey boy, I look on my girl, say this me, you know, my youth. What, you lean for me car. This me, you know, everything is disrespect, and we need to stop it, brethren. We need to stop this whole everything is a disrespect.
Hey man, is that for agency in there different Asafa this one and the next. That for agent, you see why you know if you just jump to conclusion.
I'm telling you. Listen.
Because let me tell you see sportsman is very competitive and there's an element of your emotion that will arise.
Yeah. You know what it's funny? Asafa Paul probably I watch this go dead with laugh.
You probably watch it, man, and laugh, man. Big up Asafa, anyway, I'm there.
You're dead with laugh, you know. But hey, Bridget, you want to say joke? If you go on a football match, when Usain Bolt, Christopher Martin, what them call the A-League, what them call
the
them?
A-team, the A-team.
If you go on a football match, with the A-team dead, and you will hear how they deal with the ball of them.
Our fans, man. We not tell them, man, our fans, Virgin. fans are going to criticize, man, but may I say it again. Don't criticize and beat up nobody.
Ryan, the man what them call Ryan KFC.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, you have to talk out because the man call you Ryan KFC, you know.
Bro, nothing wrong with people calling me KFC, bro. I don't have no problem.
KFC is a big brand.
Can take it back.
KFC is a big brand.
Yeah.
I no matter what kind of name they want to give me, that's okay. Once they keep it respectfully, I will keep it respectfully. But one thing we call, brother, I'm watching the show. Big up Coach Mins. Big up to everybody who call in and make them fine. Big up to the fans them who love, you know. You understand? But one thing I want to say about Jamaican sports, whether it be cricket, basketball, football, track and field, you see, some of them athletes are on the two ungrateful. Only don't like when criticism. Only Jamaican athlete, only respect the local people them. The media people them and the fans them. Only talk about fans and respect them. A man with this up on ESPN and all of them thing there. I want to still go sit down and do interview with them and do any other thing and still love them and respect them. But as soon as lands upon Sportsmax, I say, hey, this and that. As soon as moral change, I say, I prefer this one, I pick this one, I'm going to come at them. Brother, I want to learn for anger criticism. Same thing with the footballer, the man, the athlete. You understand? When me and the man talk about people, same people will look and, yo, brother, them think that personal thing, brother. Them think the personal, brother. And as a big ambassador.
I know you not talk, Ryan. When we talk about
me not talk about the fans, them, brother. Means for the people, them, brother.
No, man, I trouble me. Whatever are you?
I beg him.
I beg him.
Brother, we are the fans, brother. Look at the reggae girls, brother. Look at the reggae girls. All who want the athlete them to do them best. Me play football, me know say not easy. It's not easy. Me spend the whole of my entire career playing for Excelsior. Me not get no summer break. Me not get a school done. Me there in a camp. My phone get taken away. This is what come with sports.
Yeah.
Them money I make it look like notes and them sign up for this, brother. So when them a behave, when them a make the millions of dollars and a smile and a drink and a party, brother, this is why you sign up for, brother. You're a sportsman, brother. You know what? Some of them wish I could have stayed home for 1 week.
Yeah, but Ryan, to be fair still do, you know. All right, so watch it. To be fair still, you see some of the things that I think are said on the Jamaica media landscape generally, it cannot be said on certain platform. You see,
somebody tell me that management. Don't tell me that management.
I'll give you a good example.
Management, nothing.
I'll give you a good example.
Everybody, every media outlet, brother, management. Just the other day, upon the commentator from USA, I comment upon one of the Jamaican game or something like so. And him do something, him wants to call a man some word or something like so, criticize and the man, even lands them have him pan. I can't remember what. I understand that sometimes the Jamaican man them go over, but them not respect we, brother.
No, man. So here's what I'm saying, right?
Bro, them no respect, brother. Them always in the defensive move, brother.
Yeah, man.
This is before me go do vlogging, brother. This is before me go do vlogging. Them always put up the fence first, brother. Always. No matter if the man say good, all right. Let me show you something with Jamaican, even the footballer them. You will say something great about them this week, and them cut it up and them put it up on them story. The next week, you say something bad about them diss you. And I say, yo, the man always a diss them, brother. My youth, me not hear Shelly and Fraser and them are going behave like the man them, brother. The man them are going like a them are wear the strap, brother. And it's a reality man attack, brother.
No, Ryan, me hear you know, but here's what I'm going to say now. I think sometimes with the international station. For example, all right, let me give one of the favorite. One of your favorite comment, right, is that una beer like una have a split between on the leg, bridging a 2 balls and a half. That's one of your favorite thing, you know. Now we in the Jamaican space understand that, but do you know that though on ESPN they couldn't use those terms. So though they are disrespectful, you know, they use a different kind of a language.
So intellectual disrespect.
Yeah, like I saw. Let me give you a good example. You know that the BBC people didn't speak about the Jamaicans in the race. You know what Shelley did? When they finished with, I think, CBS Sport, they skipped the BBC people and went to TVJ. Shelley, Lane, your side coach, they skipped. You understand me, Ryan? So
the BBC person that have blocked them and them and tell them no.
No, yeah. So you're right, you know, that the ladies, them kind of a different personality. But I think some of us need to, and I'll say even me, we have to be very careful what we say because
Mannings, listen to this. You know, irrespective of you tempering the word choice that you use to disrespect. Disrespect or disrespect.
Yeah, that is true.
If me say it in the Jamaican colloquial language, or I say it in the English, the Queen's language, I still disrespect. So when I say criticism should be done, but don't disrespect.
Yeah.
When I do it the colloquial way, Jamaican language, or the English language, that's still disrespect.
What I agree with you, Ryan, is that Ryan is that, listen, I find this more in Jamaica. I realize that even when ESPN, watch this, even when ESPN personnel do wrong things, Ryan, you're right about this. Mr. LeBron James, them say whole thing about LeBron. LeBron still go on ESPN. Steph Curry still go on it. What Russell Westbrook still go on it. Ryan, there's some sound in your background, right? I think it's a win.
Yeah. Yeah, just a part of big team, man. Sorry.
Yeah. So I am saying now is that is where I don't agree with the athletes. The moment some of these
management, I understand what you're saying. And me always tell people when they criticize, even me, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I go over the top. You understand? I remember say sometimes in the moment as fans, and when we look back and we go back, that's the more, you know, we should have said that, we should have said it a better way. But understand that. But the main thing when I try to forget management, and nothing different, brother. You see the man them, even the regular girls them, even the athlete them, brother. You know, you Shelly and them are behave, so brother. You know, you them are behave like that, brother. But the man them always, brother.
Ryan.
Yes, Coach Mindy.
He believes that, do I know? You see, if we have the avenue for criticize, if the athletes are male or female, I would say female now, they have the right to counter whatever has been said about them, you know. You don't think so?
Of course, them have the right.
Right, so who do I say, you know, the female them say so? Females probably are going to do it in a different way, so that's why them not come online, come do it. Because them probably saucy. So, I would not agree with you on that. If they are retaliating by responding to the criticism, I think their voice should be heard as well.
Nothing wrong, because nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But stop complaining, man. Just get down and do your work, brother. You sign up for this is professional sport. Oh, I say we are the worst fans, them are the worst, brother. Our journalists, them are the worst, brother. That's how I see it, brother. Just the other day, brother, a man say, you know, we can look past Chris Gayle now. Chris Gayle fire back and say the man a diss him and him can see it in him front and face of him. Will Chris Gayle do that with somebody from ESPN? Will he do that? Just because he will not do it, brother. we see that many times they will not do it, brother. They will not do it, brother.
But him go on big international and I run Jamaican joke. And him getting a problem with it.
Right.
Don't blush, baby.
Yeah.
Right, bro, ask the girl out when would I do locally. I don't know.
Bro, when I ask him, the other day, Mr. Raikil said, "Use boy should even put on Manchester United jersey. They could smell it. All I know. Bro, what Mr. Raikil do, rest of that many were Jamaican fans do.
That's true.
Yeah, but you know, man, you man got him. The same thing with me say. The same thing with me say means that Almost Powell should never put on a jersey back again. Never, ever. Because he's not up to the standard. And Mr. Marboy come on TV and the man say, there. The man for left the club. How much man for left the club? I want to hear Bruno and them man that got him. Them just know say, yo, we do this already. This is the standard we want, brother. We're for raising the standard, brother. And that's all we ask the Jamaican ball and the man, the athlete them. When you go up on the big stage, raising the standard, brother. That's all we ask for. Because you know much night we support, no much night with the up coach. We are 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock a cheer on the team. Come on, man, and then you're going to slap the fans them in them face like this. We are talking about the whole sporting thing. They need to give respect. You understand?
Yeah. Ryan, but the sound at the background.
Yeah, man, look a bit there. Look a bit. No, Mr. Sure.
Yeah, no, man, respect, man. Yeah, man. Listen, all I'm saying is that.
Hold on the money. See, Formula have a comment, sir. He disagree with Ryan because LeBron James will go up on ESPN, but because I was set on first take, and you know Steve Nair is a puncher. He's a hard hitter. He not go up on Steve Nair show. Because
which is fine, which is fine, you know, because what I am saying is that a person may not want to talk to me, but they will talk to you. All right. The thing is that what I don't want to be in Coach Minzy, which is what I'm saying to athletes, because there are many persons who, and listen, you see, we are talking about the athletes. Most of us vloggers are the same thing, you know. When person come in our comment section, you know, and set things, you know,
set them on.
All right. I have even said to people, yo, move from us with a subscription. Want me to be busy, yo? Because a man just a type something, you know, and you get livid. So we have to understand that the athletes are humans too.
The same thing with Asafa on the ball. Yeah. I watch the ball game.
yeah. That's the thing. So Asafa is going to get livid, right?
And
so
that's why, man, is I cannot go at them for retaliating to criticism.
Exactly.
I can't go at them. Look at Shakiri. As she retaliate, Ryan said no female now do it. Shakiri. Yo, when she go on Twitter and blast everybody and them granny.
You see with the whole KD thing and Stephen A. But he went on and talked to him. I am saying though that the athlete will do it when it works to their benefit. In other words, if coming and talk to Coach Minzy helps their brand, they will do it. You understand me, Coach Minzy? The truth is that they figure that they don't need to talk to whomever. All right? So, like, TikTok sometimes tick me off.
Humanly speaking, man, humans don't like to be criticized.
There you go.
When they are criticized, we boil over like Manning's van.
Yeah.
You see that, sir?
So the truth is that I expect the athletes to take some of these things and the footballers and react. Because listen, if me go a coach's desk and a coach's desk at this me now go on in platform. So the athletes are going to have the same thing.
Same thing, exactly.
So what we must not do now is, hey, yo, you see you boy, Asafa, hey, you see you, Asafa, where? No. We still rate Asafa. But we just agree with some of the things them. I mean, I'm going to disrespect Asafa. Asafa is still my athlete. But Asafa, may criticize your brethren. If I can say it again, I know a lot of people who when Asafa fail at the first Olympic, them said this year won it and then bet money and then lose. there are people that if I were a betting man, I'd be broke right now because every race in the major championship would put money on Asafa. Asafa, people don't get upset about that and them still support you, but they just know that. Listen, I think sometimes to Coach Minzy, I don't know if you know this, that people believe in us sometimes more than we believe in ourselves.
Because of what, Mannings? Expectation.
Yeah.
You understand? Expectation, you know?
Yeah.
Man, they say, hey, anyways, enough people don't like when TikTok in there comment and them think you, man. But me like the vibes of TikTok, bring it up. We don't know about you, no, Mannings. We know you get you out sometime, but me like it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that is the thing. So we sometimes feel like the athletes are not supposed to hit back, and I can tell you this: if Asafa Powell and even I would say, because I think Asafa Powell still is the one who has been criticized the most of all our male athletes.
Yeah.
And I think Elaine has been criticized the most as one of our female athletes.
Yeah, she take the baton and over too.
Yeah. Because people are telling me that
it is because of decisions that Asafa spoke about and Balakar, money over legacy. You understand?
Yeah. But I will also say this to Coach Minzy. You know that people are saying that they booed Veronica Campbell-Brown in I think 2005 or 17, 2000, one of those times they booed her. But remember that had to do with when they were trying to get Shelly. But so so you have to put things in context. People still love VCB, but they thought there was some.
And it was because of the rule. You have to adhere to the rules.
Yeah, it's not her athletic ability. It's the rules that they had a problem with. Just like how what's the name? Was it Peter Gay Dowdy? One of those.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was Peter Gay. Our Mannings a freeze. TikTok, are you freeze, Mannings? People, outer east bloggers should stop. Turn on subscribers mode. Bloggers need to earn their subscribers. No, in the outer east, it's when you have a live, you normally turn off the subscriber mode. And that is a recent thing that has been happening. It's because of the whole spamming that is taking place, where a lot of bots come inside the comment section. So when you turn off the no subscriber mode, or the subscribers only, it eliminates those bots from coming into the chat. So that is one of the reasons why I do it. It's not to gain more subscribers, because people can still watch. You don't have to comment outer east. You don't have to comment. You just watch the show. You understand? Yes, when she always was trying to get Shelly played. Yeah, man, a lot of people burn out VCB for that. So, I mean, even when they come on to criticism, you know, the fans don't really care who you be. None at all. They don't care who you be. Know what you have done. Once criticism is warranted, they are going to put it at you. Yeah, man. That is it, brain drain. So yes, when TikTok in the comment section, I have no problem because it caused a little conversation to go in the comment section. You know what I mean? True color Alec is such a thing. The bots can get the channel banned by YouTube. Yeah, so that's why we put on it. Yes, military. That's why we put the non-subscriber, and some of them still find a way to get through. So when them come over, you have to delete them same way. But more, even when we used to have watch along military, a lot of them used to come on. But you see, when you put on the subscriber only mode, it minimizes the amount of bots that come on to the chat. And some people don't understand that these things can cause you to lose your channel. So outer east, we're giving us some knowledge of the thing around here. Yeah, man. See, formula said, military said. So I look up nugget for you, a teachable moment for you, outer east. So I don't forget no subscribers because people can still watch it. And if me looking at my analytics, more people that is not subscribed to the channel watch the channel. So it's not to get subscribers. Nah. There is no justification to boo an athlete. Well, the Jamaicans, them boo fans and boo baller. When Mexican then come, our referee get booed. Coach, no one say. What me no want to say, Kyle, let me see Mexican. Elaine have problems because them love Shelly. Anybody have issues with Shelly, them are gonna have it hard. I don't think I agree with that still. When Ilian came on the scene, people start love Ilian. Some people never bench Shelly, some people bench Shelly. It is what it is. And I can say this without a doubt, shadow of a doubt. Ilian Thompson, pound for pound, one of the best sprinters in Jamaica. And everybody know that me rate Shelly. But when we talk facts without bias. So Kyle, there you go. No, coach. When I say Balakar, we can't say no. When you can't just say something because we are talking and message are coming. You have to tag what I say. You can't just say no, coach. You have to tag it. Outer East, coach, okay, because I watch people over and over before I subscribe. Your reasoning ability have to up for me subscribe. Alright, yeah. That's how you think of Outer East. That's how you think of. Yes, Virgin, because of the multiple Rob Smith, you never thought nothing good about Ryan FC, but that's okay. Rob Smith are talking about Ryan, I never know. Everyone is entitled to their favorite athletes. And that people not understanding of MG sports. Military Guna. For the life of me, I can't understand why people believe that if you have an athlete as your favorite athlete, you don't like an ex-athlete. So if people who like Cristiano Ronaldo don't like Messi, and the people who like Messi don't like Cristiano Ronaldo, that is a flawed mentality. I don't agree with that. Elaine Thompson spent too much time doing the dirt, but yeah, Eagle Republic him now. And you always talk about alienated. Eagle Republic. Watch it,
Coach Rinzi, sorry about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We see TikTok hold on.
You know, I was coming out to say I must TikTok. Cut off the thing,
TikTok does say, you see one man in TikTok does say, hold on, and the buckle freeze now, y'all, man is freeze.
Good. Yes, sir. I mean, I don't know where, but you saw the top 10 list we had for the female sprinters.
Let me see it now. Me not pre it, but me not drive, so we could take it, like.
Yeah, so let me show it, and then you can tell us what you think in terms of who are the how this go again?
Oh, real ball of me and Shelly are bridging. Boy, I tell you. Assumption.
All right, we'll go find it.
I know him. Okay, my apologies, TikTok. I thought it was you, my friend.
Shaggy. TikTok say it wasn't me. What? Yeah, this one note.
Are we coming for at least one? At least one of what?
I think she's going to be around 5th, you know.
Don't make him hear you.
Because I think even what's her name, Dean Asha Smith going to finish ahead of her.
I'll know that this is the ultimate virgin, ultimate finals ever, the most anticipated. a 100 meter never so anticipated like this. Because we know we did not get to 1, 2, 3.
In the 100?
Yeah, but the 200, Virgin, with all saying it, one of them, Mboma not dead, but saying it there.
You think the other thing is that you think the IAAF will have to somehow look at how they deal with the emergence of so many athletes coming through the ranks.
Mannings, well, I mean, I don't know, yeah, man. You see if you even follow, how can you? How can you stop it? Eh? What can you do?
Do they have to?
No, man, she get a lane already. Formula. She get lane yet.
Do they have to stop it, coach, or do they just allow them to run, but in a different, almost like in a category by themselves? Could that work?
Man, they're not gonna have enough to run in a category by themselves.
Like could they have the mixed relay? I wonder if they could call it the.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see them banned from the sport because testosterone level is higher than the normal. Who to tell that Shelly, Sherika, and some other ladies testosterone is higher than others while they are doing better? You see me, I say, if we ever use that, me not know.
Yeah. But see the list there, coach, that they use.
What is this list about?
It is the top 10 Jamaican female athletes of all time in descending order.
And what is the rubric that they use to identify them?
Global medals.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Global medals. So would that be first, second, or third?
Right, but gold medal come first. Longevity. Like records. I think those are. I don't remember the all 6, but there were 6 criteria. See, Brain Drain is saying that is why they introduced the mixed relays, because they're trying to get the concept in of having, I don't know what you'd call, persons of that sort, but maybe that's it.
Yeah, man. Ravel getting DC, him sign, man.
Yeah.
You see, man, boss in the US, man.
Yeah. So what do you think about the list, though?
Me a penny it, man. Me a penny it.
Some people are saying that Grace Jackson should be on it. Some people are saying that Lorraine Fenton should be on it. And some were saying Sharon Simpson should be on it.
Yeah, if Karen the on Sharon for industry,
But the problem with the list is who you're taking off to put on who.
I'm more Sherika, man. She a candidate. Or if you have to take out somebody and leave Sherika, you can't take out Merlin Otis. She's not a Jamaican again.
No, man, you can't take out Merlin Otis when you talk about, man.
I'm not saying you're supposed to take her out, sir. I'm saying if. Because she's not a Jamaican.
Of course, she is a Jamaican. She has dual citizenship.
It's a tough man.
Some person was saying that if Sherika wins gold tonight, she goes up the list.
Who shall go pass? Merlin?
And VCB.
No, she can't pass VCB, manins.
That's what some people are saying. That worse if she
on what premise shall go pass?
If she break the 200-meter record.
She not break the record, man. That means that she not pass VCB. If she wins, she probably will go but at a one medal, she probably will go
ahead of Merlin.
Yeah. Because she would have had 2 medals 400. 1 world champion, and this would have been a third. That's in a 200, 100.
She'd be the only athlete to have 400, 100, and 200 female.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So she would have got there. So, Merlin have no goal,
Yeah, man, she not get a goal when time one of the champ when she come second and she end up getting goal. Remember, somebody got banned because of drugs. She didn't pick up a goal for that. I think so. Claudia asking you if you're Claudia talking to you.
Claudia asked a question when we clarify the question, the answer already.
I see Brain Jenny saying that Sherika Jackson would be third if she breaks the record.
But she can't be third if she don't break the record. And that me say?
Yeah.
Fourth.
But you know that Lorraine Fenton is the most decorated 400 meter runner we have. Even more than even Novleen.
Mm-hmm.
But could you take out Juliet Cuthbert and put her on?
How much medal Juliet win? No, 1 silver.
No, man, I will up a medal Juliet win, man. Individual.
Then the most individual are going to take precedence, man.
Yeah, no, man. Juliet, me check it out last night, man. A good amount of medal. She win, man. Silver. She win at the World Championship and the Olympics too.
How many? About 2.
In silver medal. I think we checked it last night and it was more than that still.
Mm-hmm.
Me not think, you know, when me realize, boy, I don't know if the track and field, we get so much stuff that we don't remember. Yeah, see it here, she have 1992, she have a silver in the 100, and she have a Barcelona, at the Olympics, she have a silver
yeah,
in the 100 and silver in the 200.
Mm.
In the Olympics, and then she have bronze in the 1996 Olympics. In the World Championship, she have gold in the 4x1 in 91. She have silver in the 4x1 again. Oh, yeah, and she have a world indoor 200 meter silver as well.
And Fenton, what's Fenton record to her?
Hey, Fenton a whole heap of medal, you know, Papi. That's why people are saying that Lorraine Fenton.
Or what you can do, Sherika would have out her top 10 then, you know. And based on if she win later, she come back in her top 10.
So who you gonna drop out?
No, then that me just say drop Sherika, put Juliet at 10 and Fenton at 9.
Okay, so Fenton have silver in the Olympics in 2000 in Sydney, and she gets silver in the 4x4. In the World Championship in Edmonton, she get silver again in the 400 and gold in the 4x4. In Paris, she gets silver in the flat 4 and silver in the 4x4. In Athens, she get 4x4 bronze. In Seville, Spain, she get 400 bronze. And in 2003, she get 4x4 silver in Paris. So she have more medals than Juliet Cuthbert, individual medals.
So you drop down Juliet at 10, put Fenton at 9, and Sherika out of the top 10. Sherika would have gone 11.
All right, so let's do that. Say.
Who was the last country? What country was the last country Merlin represent? Now Slovenia, Virgin. No one ever tell me say she's not Jamaican. She's not a Jamaican. She's Slovenian. That's who she represented. So the youth will come. Hudson is American. When you represent Jamaica, is a Jamaican. Don't not tell me some man. I don't love you sentiments.
So if Sherika wins, right? Where does she go?
Check out Karen there for me. Because
which person of Jamaican? This is a trivia question, Coach Minty.
Teddy Lee, you say, hold on the Mannings. Teddy Lee, based on what Mannings say now, that is Rubik, medals and longevity. That the man tell me, man. So that may I work with.
Yeah, so first you have to go with the gold medals, then the silver medals. Who you say to check out, Coach? Karen?
No, Mr. Check out Karen.
Yes, Karen Stewart. You know the answer to this question? Which person? Adana Van Bailey? Was it Donovan Bailey?
I don't know.
Was the first person of Jamaica. No Donovan Bailey, when he run for Canada, he never win gold in the 100 and the 200.
Mm.
Is it Donovan Bailey, Kyle? Is not Donovan Bailey him say wrong? Who then? All right, so Karen Stewart in the Olympics, she have 2 silver. Well, she have a silver. She have 100-meter silver in Beijing 2008 and a bronze in the 200-meter and silver in 2012 in London. All right, Berlin. The only other she have an individual silver in Berlin in the 100 meters at the World Championship. World Athletics Final, Stuttgart. She have a World Junior. She win gold at the World Junior. CAC Championship, she win gold. And silver and silver. Silver and bronze. Carifta Games. Yo, shovel. Carifta Games again. Youth under 17, youth under 20. I don't know. She don't have a lot of individual medals though.
At the world stage, no?
Yeah. She have like a silver in Berlin.
Mm.
She have a silver in Berlin, and she have that is the World Championship in 2009, and she have a silver in Beijing in 100 and a bronze. Yeah, and a bronze. She don't really have any other individual medal except in like youth world junior championships. Well, Carifta Games. So really and truly, you know, Juliet Cuthbert have more individual medals than her.
So Cuthbert would have still been there, but who you put in over Merlin?
No, I mean,
over Karen.
We can't move Merlin.
No, man, I mistake me, man. Who you put in over Karen?
If Sharika win today, Karen gone. That's what I'll do. I don't know. What you think?
Kyle, I think the answer is something there now. Where they can hear that name again?
And Donovan Bailey.
No, man, the next one, man.
Linford Christie.
No.
Mitchell.
No, man. The next Canadian, the fast man, man.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
I don't know. Somebody, Jason Gounard put in Ben Johnson name and Andrew Jackson.
Ben Johnson wrong?
No, man. Tanya Lawrence no make this Devon Porter. She don't have enough medal. So, Kyle, you have to give me the answer because the show soon done, you know. How much you pay for the winner? All right. Hold on, Kyle, because Google never rang yet. We check Dr. Google. Drop a link. You mean you want the link, Kyle?
Yeah, Finn, come on, look, Kyle.
Okay, all right. So let me give you the Kyle. Let me get the link. Bam. But you like the list, coach?
So Dion, young boy Dion, Karen need to go down, you know. Lorraine and something if over, you know.
Who need to go down?
Karen, man. Then if Cuthbert and Lorraine have more global medal than I saw you have to order them in the mornings.
Okay, so let me change up the order then. All right.
Man, you have to have a rubric when you do that something like that. People have their favorite athlete, you know.
No, man, we don't. Listen. All right, so you're saying that Karen's so Karen's supposed to be you're correct. So let's look at this. So yeah, Karen's supposed to be 10. Yeah.
But Dion Emmons, check out Dion Emmons there, please.
Yeah, man, Dion Emmons have gold and silver, man.
Gold and silver?
Yeah, man, she win gold at the Olympics and then silver at the World Championship in at the same time.
So those two medals she have?
but she have a goal. So once you're a gold medalist, remember we started out with that, the goal, all of the gold medal, all the gold medal, individual gold medal.
Million have a gold and a silver.
Yeah, Shelly have gold, Merlin have gold, and there you go.
Bridget have a gold too.
Yeah. And then the rest of them now are silver medalists down here. That is why if Sharika get the gold, she come on the list.
Yeah, she gonna go behind Veronica.
Yeah.
Because she has she have 3 bronze medal, 2 in a 400, 1 in a 100. She have a silver medal in a 100. And she could get a gold tonight.
Oh, is it Lennox Miller? Kyle. And then Tuffy Rudy is saying that if we check out Jackie Pusey, some people are saying that Jackie Pusey never really had a lot of gold medal. Kyle, I just sent you the link, man. Let me see. Yeah, Kyle, I sent you the link, Kyle. I don't know.
Tuffy Rudy. That's why the man have theme rubric. The man lit top 10 listen to Tuffy Rudy. The man set him list with him something there.
Mr. Porter, what kind of gold medal TNA have? Individual gold medal. Mr. Porter? Mr. Porter, stick to football, yeah, man.
Man, them gonna tell me, say, Claudine and Mr. Porter gonna tell me, say, Merlin Ortiz is a Jamaican still. Merlin probably relinquish our Jamaican. And not tell me nothing.
Tanya Lawrence now have no gold medal in individual.
Mannings.
Yeah.
You know, always say Google no wrong, Google wrong sometime.
No, man, me certain about that Tanya Lawrence thing.
No, me not talk about that now. But just I tell us say Google wrong sometime. Because someone put up something on Wikipedia.
No, that's why you know if you use Wikipedia. No. Oh, this is Kyle. Kyle.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. All right. So this is a link by the phone. So I don't know how good it's going to be. But
we're hearing you loud and clear.
Good. Beautiful. So the question was which
Coach Devon will I use red passport again, a black passport will I use.
And Devon Porter, she only have a silver medal at I think. That's the only thing individual medal.
Yeah, man. Then the Mannings, Taylor Lawrence now not fit up on the list spreadsheet. From me not say it, must know, man.
All right, let me bring up back Kyle question. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah. So to answer the question, which person of Jamaican descent was the first to win an Olympic medal in the 100 and 200 meters? Well, we have to go back to 1948.
Jesus, please. That's why I couldn't get it.
You're here is now. But coach, but if you was a historian and a tracksman, you're supposed to know this, you know. You know what I'm saying? This is gospel. The first 100 and 200, a Jamaican, Lloyd LaBeach. His father lived in Panama for some years, and he came back from Panama and settled down in Kingston. Some of them went to KC, some went to KT. Lloyd LaBeach ran in the same Olympics as Arthur Wint and Herb McKinley. And if he had ran for Jamaica would have cleaned up the track. He ran the 100 and 200 for Panama, and he came, I believe it was bronze in the 100 and bronze in the 200. All right, so there is your history. And his brother ran for Jamaica in 1952. Half of them run for Jamaica, and I think 2 ran for Panama. So that's
Lloyd LaBeach.
Lloyd LaBeach. So that's how strong our track and field history is. It goes back to 1948. So anybody talk about, you know, Jamaica, this Jamaica, that, we have a strong legacy in track and field that go back to 1948.
Hey, Mannings.
Yeah.
You know, said Dion Emmons today over Melian Walker.
Really? Melian Walker have 2 gold medals, you know?
So something that have 2 gold medals too?
No, 1.
Check.
She have 1 goal in the Olympics.
Why me put her? Because she have 2 gold medals and she have more fringe medals than Melian.
Well, that is true because Dion ran the 400 meters and get medal as well. 4x4, sorry. She got medals in the 4x4.
Unless they're not using that.
Yeah, man, that is a part of it. That's a good show that she could go over Melian Walker. But
unless they're using just something.
Well, I think we had to use world because at the time when Dion Hemmings won, you know, she was the record holder, but Melian wasn't the record holder too.
Yeah, she was yeah, man.
All right, so Dion Hemmings have gold in the 400 in the Olympics in 1996, and then she have silver.
400 meter hurdles.
Yeah, hurdles, and then she had silver in Sydney. And she also had silver in the 4x4. In Athens, she won silver in the World Championships, and in Gothenburg in 1995 she won bronze. She also won in 1997 she won 4x4 bronze. She also won bronze in 1999 in Seville in the 400 meter hurdles, and she have a world indoor championship gold medal in the 4x4. Yeah. So you say Ilian should be above her.
No, remember, it's your rubric in a man, but I'm just saying, based on if you're using individual medal, Melian is okay where she's at. If you're using gold medals for relays, then I would make the switch.
All right, let me check out Melian Walker.
And if you're using World Junior and them something there, Melian probably have stayed.
Yeah, unless you're gonna use the World Juniors, yeah, because you know, I think they have 2 gold medals, you know, and she have silver too, and she have whoa. But the thing is that she have a lot of world. She have silver, bronze, World Junior, World Youth, Central American Caribbean game, bronze, okay, gold, World Junior. Yo, Wolper gold medal. She have it from the junior levels, you know. Because she get a goal in Carifta 200, and goal in one Carifta she won 100 meter hurdles, and she also won 200 meters flat. So who should go in front of who? That's a good one. I think Melian is ahead because she have the 2 goals. Individual goals. So she's ahead of Dion. Though Dion have more individual medals than her at the senior level. Yeah. People are saying Novlin Williams-Mills, but if you take out the 400 meter runners, you have to put Lorraine Fenton Graham above her.
So how come Jerome Simpson not on the list?
She's a silver medalist.
Yeah, but
individual.
So what has Fenton won?
Gold. Fenton have more silver medals than her.
Oh, she have more silver medals?
Yeah.
All right.
Individual silver. So it's tough. Unless and Juliet Cuthbert.
The sure man.
Yeah, man, check it. Listen, I think Lorraine Fenton is in the 90s, coach.
Yeah, she is, but I'm looking online and you know, I don't really see anything impressive here, man.
Right now, Mannings.
Yeah.
If you're gonna shift up again, a VCB after that tapping, brother.
How?
No, just check, brother. Check.
No, man, VCB not have as much goal as Shelly, man. Individual.
Hold on. That's why I mean always like rubric in a Bridget. 2004 goal 200 4x1 goal 2008 goal World Championship 2007 goal 100 meter goal 200 meter Beijing 4x1 goal Commonwealth Games 4x1 goal World Indoor Gold 2010, 60 meter. Gold 2012, 60 meter. Continental Cup, gold 100 meter. Gold in 4x1. World Athletics Final, gold Monaco. Gold 2004, 100 and 200. Gold in 2005. World Relay, gold. World Junior Championship, gold 1 and 2. CAC Championship, gold. Carifta Games, gold. You want me to continue? World Youth Championship.
All of those are individual gold medalists?
No, all of them are not individual.
Oh.
But a lot are individual.
So the 5 times Olympic champion. Yes, a VCB have more gold medals?
Hold on. Well, if an overall career you talk about, no, VCB have the front. Listen, Carifta, just check manings. Me just tell you check how much individual gold medal. 2000 in Carifta Games, 200 meter goal. CAC 2000, 100 meter goal. 1998 Georgetown CAC, 100 meter goal. World Junior, 100, 200 meter goal.
Well, you know what happened? Because we never, sorry, Kyle is gone. We never went back to some of those youth because we wanted to stick to because some athletes like Shelly and Fraser, because Shelly and Fraser really and truly, Shelly and Fraser never ran at a lot of youth championships.
Man, that's why I ask you for your rubric, because if you don't have a rubric, it's going to spread.
Yeah, man, senior level we are talking about.
Okay.
Yes, and senior level performance.
But hold on, I could go senior same way, you know. I could go senior same way. Continental, just count with me again. 1 gold medal in the 100. World Indoor, 2 goals. 2012 and 2010, that's 3. World Championship 2007 and 2011, gold. That's our 5.
5, yeah.
Beijing 2008, gold medal. Athens 2004, 200 gold medal. She offered that up. She offered that top, man. Shelly are my girl, but she offered. VCB offered that top.
All right, people. We're going to work with Coach Rizzi. You know, so when time the senior super, the rest of them come up, we're going to bring up them, stats there. Though.
Yeah, man.
Right here. All right, so let's put VCB number
VCB
1.
Offered that top.
So Shelly win all gold on the 200 meter, nothing.
Huh?
Shelly win all gold tonight.
If Shelly win gold tonight, will she surpass? How much did he get for VCB when me tell her?
Around 90 they gone, you know.
Hey. Well, I'm going to go back to Shelly now.
Yo, 5 times Olympic. Check Shelly what? Check Shelly there. Yo, them thing here. You must say don't do it.
Eh?
You must say don't.
Don't do it.
You want them to say don't do it.
Hold on.
And Michael Nemard is saying that Jamaica won 10 gold world and Olympic title, 100 meters. Shelly has 7 of them.
Well, you say you count 9 a while ago in the Virgin, and a senior career me talk about a while.
Man, I really are counting a coach.
Virgin, you don't tell me say me not fi count no really, man. I me not count.
Just to make sure. All right.
If I making up my rubric, really would have be down the pecking order.
Okay.
You see what I said? All right, for Shelly Olympics, 2008 and 2012, that's our 2.
Yeah.
Berlin 3.
Yeah.
Moscow, she get 2, that's our 5.
5, yeah.
Beijing again.
2.
6. No, man, 6, man. We're not counting the relay. You know,
no 6,
relay,
yeah, 6.
Doha, 7.
Yeah.
Eugene, 8.
Yeah.
She have a world indoor.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. Yo, she gone. She gone.
And she have a World Athletics final too. She
So
gone.
you're gone.
Yeah, man.
It's right. Maybe you can say she over Ilian. Maybe VCB second.
Yeah. Shelly still a lead. How if you do my girl that?
Shelly still
I
a
want
lead.
Shelly not listening. Don't forgive me, Shelly.
But Ilian now, because you know, I think Ilian probably in jeopardy of Sharika passing her at some point.
Really?
I think so, because if Sharika go get this world record, although you say she's not going to do it still.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, M10. But me glad when I Fox clear me up enough. You understand?
What I'm saying, you almost lose your stripe, brother.
No, that's why Adidas we have 3 stripes. So if you lose one, we still have more.
Yeah.
Well, I know. But hey, you know why me lose that? You see, if Mannings use all of the records them, a VCB up top, you know.
Yeah, but you can't use junior. It's unfair to use a junior achievement because Shelly never really do a lot of juniors.
But I don't fear them fault make sure have a career start this summer.
Yeah, but late bloomers. You go knock the late bloomers them.
You know, she did well for a late bloomer, but overall career, VCB would have that.
If you go an overall career, Elena will come all the way down, because Melanie Walker was a prolific junior,
Huh?
Melanie Walker was great at the junior levels,
Great, Mannings.
Yeah, man, I'd be a gold medal. Melanie Walker do career 200 meters and 100 meter hurdles, man, be a gold medal, man.
So no, that's why, but Mannings, you see?
But his junior career, me can't put her above Ilian, double Olympic champion, brother.
No, that's why, Mannings, you see this thing have to thought out clearly, You have to put a Likert scale now to say, all right, because a junior career, you give him a 2, and then a senior career, you give him a 3, and then you quantify it in terms of numbers. Because if you go by career, because if a man see the list here, them are going to say a career list.
You know what happened though? All these things. Yeah, but I can understand that, because that's what I'm saying. This would push Elaine all the way, because Karen Stewart, have bet a lot of good junior medals and stuff, individual, So would that put her above Elaine?
But Mannings, a your criteria, me not tell you if it change, me just tell you what I would have done.
All right, so we have to give credence to the senior level.
So yeah, Mannings, remember the first thing I ask you,
Yeah.
What is your rubric? Because if you don't give me a rubric, it's going to be problematic. That's the first thing I ask you.
The one thing with Jamaican people, them don't forget nothing, Look on this comment here now. One thing with Jamaican, they don't forget nothing, man. Don't forget. Yo, cool. What time you watch along start? Big up to all the other vloggers. Formula Sport, MG, Military Gunner, Ryan LFC, Coach Minzy. Also had sports down the middle with Eddie. Who else was here? Unseen. Big up on yourself. Dre Any Weather Sports. Big up all the vloggers. Because right now, man is gonna go run, You understand me? A coach have watch along for the 200 meters coming up today.
What?
Yeah. And so, yeah, man. Over by the coach's desk.
Mannings, you got watch along to do.
Yeah, but not me, like Pioneer and the track and field. Because the people themselves must stick to football, sir. so we're gonna stick to what we do. But coach, listen, respect and thanks, man.
Yeah,
really
man,
appreciate you coming on and things. So Shelly number 1, you understand me? Shelly number 1.
Technically VCB number 1.
Asafa, big up yourself. You understand me? You burn out all.
I second year Asafa I beat the horse,
Yeah?
Yeah, man, he did it in the Olympic. So and I just know him a beat the horse.
Yeah, and it's a run but don't pull up like a sofa. Fresh God, me soon talk to you. Fresh God, me talk to you off the ear. Coach, we know in the junior thing. Big league, you want them say, coach. Big league.
But a career junior, if you do well at the junior, that most times, especially the class of 2002, you know, Alison Felix, Blasic, and Vernica Campbell, Usain Bolt. See them people go and go have a great career, man.
Yeah.
When I look for an athlete, I look on them overall thing. That's why I always ask for a rubric, you know, because I don't want to go just run in.
For real, for real. People, that is it. I am Man's Man. This has been I Am Sure Sport. That's Coach Minty from the coach's desk having a watch along later. We're going to have one over here, but you don't know. You can click on both so both channels get the view and stick to anyone you want. You understand? Just spread the love. Spread the love. You understand? Coach Minty, big up yourself. Style and in favor of the city lock. The Coach Minty come out with a bang. Coach Minty, the best around here. I say, we say I am sure sport. That we sure about. What you call me? He sure sport.
Yeah, man, he sure sport.
All right, bless up, Coach Rinzi. As usual, people say we are over and we are OUT. Out of here. You understand? We bless up for the self.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need high eat. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.